artillery ammunition within the next 12 months to help the country fight back against Russia's invasion. Leaders also saying they could send missiles if requested. Ukrainian President Zelensky hailing the move. Zelensky, though, has also been pushing for modern warplanes and long-range missiles. ABC's Inez Cortera says some Western nations have been reluctant to send the long-range missiles to Ukraine. Ukraine's President Zelensky says the faster they act, the more lives they can save. Utah has become the first state to pass a law to limit screen time for kids on social media. The law requires companies to give parents access to their kids' social media accounts, puts a curfew on social media use from 10:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., and adds age verification for everyone who uses social media. Arkansas, Texas, Ohio, and Louisiana have similar bills in the works. The law kicks in next March. Some tech lobbyists say the bill infringes on people's First Amendment rights to share and access speech online. Another big week for artificial intelligence.
If it seems like fresh headlines around artificial intelligence are coming at us like wave after wave of wet weather, that's because they are. AI is having what can easily be called its iPhone moment. For AI, the newest news is about the brains behind the computing. NVIDIA announced its new semiconductor chips for faster, smarter quantum computing. But wait, Adobe and NVIDIA are also addressing the copyright and patent issues that come with AI as well. Oh, and the new AI interface, ChatGPT, just crossed 100 million active users every month. That took only 3 months. AI will impact daily lives in more ways than we can think of, and some we haven't even thought of yet. Jason Middleton, KFI News.
Officials of the U.S. have warned people to watch out for scammers posing as delivery drivers. Surveillance video caught a man in California making an Amazon delivery while alleged accomplices broke in and stole jewelry and other valuables from the home. Officials in Texas say a group of people wearing hoodies tried to break into a home from the backyard while a woman posed as a DoorDash worker at the front of the house. Amazon says drivers will never ask to come inside unless it's been prearranged because of something heavy being delivered. DoorDash says users can track real drivers in real time. Southland weather from KFI, slight chance of showers tonight, clearing after midnight, lows in the 30s and 40s. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the mid-60s at the beaches, Metro LA and Inland OC, 50s and mid-60s for the valleys, and mid-50s in the IE, 40s to about 50 for the Low Valley. Sunny Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with highs in the 50s and 60s. Chance of rain next Tuesday through Thursday. It's 56 in Dana Point, 58 in Long Beach, 54 in Ladera Ranch, 57 in Baldwin Park. The KFI Financial Report sponsored by Jacoby and Myers Injury Attorneys. The Dow closed the day up 75 points. The Nasdaq added 117. S&P 500 gained 12. The average price for regular unleaded gas in California is $4.83 a gallon. Don't wait. Maximize your compensation after an accident. Call Jacoby and Myers now. Justice for you since 1972. Installed Big Rig in Eagle Rock on 134.
Before Colorado Boulevard, it's stalled in the carpool lane, so you're going to see some heavy delays from about Forest Lawn Drive. Things are looking better for you now if you're on the 101 northbound in the Cahuenga Pass just before Barham. It looks like the stalled car there has been moved out of lanes. Your drive's recovering from Santa Monica Boulevard. And you'll see some slow and go traffic if you're on the 215 southbound in Riverside approaching the 9160 split. That'll be a slow drive up until you get to Central. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. This hour is sponsored by Advanced Hair Restoration.
Need high-quality windows and doors for your home? Marvin Dealers is a trusted partner from the beginning to the end of every project and can help you find the right Marvin windows and doors for your space. Make space for the little things, the big things, and things you never expected. Make space for connection and celebration, for personality and possibilities. Make space for beauty, for better living, and a quality that endures. Make space for life. When you find a place for Marvin windows and doors in your home, you can make space for what matters. Marvin dealers are here to help with your Marvin window and door project. They make it easy to find quality Marvin windows and doors that fit your needs. Visit replacementmadeeasy.com today to set up your free consultation. That's replacementmadeeasy.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter gives you the needle in the haystack. See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on
free.
Over the years, I've compiled thousands of inspiring and thought-provoking quotes, and now they capture that knowledge over to you in my new radio podcast, Daily. In less than 5 minutes, I'll break down why these words matter and reveal personal stories that show them in action in my life. Listen to Ice Daily every weekday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Rosetta Stone, where language is learned. RosettaStone.com.
Is it just blinking at you? Just winking at you, Mikey? Mikey.
It's later with Will Kelly. KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And as customary, some of the stories that we're following, damn it, it did not rain today, at least not for me. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah.
I got sprinkled.
Oh, you did? I had nothing but sun. I should say it was
Why is he saying
sun.
hallelujah?
There were clouds in
Hallelujah?
the sky. It looked like it was just fresh after a rain, but I didn't get any precipitation, and I enjoyed driving in to work with the sun beating down on me only. No rain. I could see the potholes. It was more easy to avoid
Is
them.
it blinking at you?
So it's a little bit of a dodging thing.
It amazes me how quickly the roads can deteriorate after a rain. Be it asphalt, be it concrete, it does not matter. When we have a lot of rain, we get a lot of potholes. Now we're also dealing with sinkholes for various and sundry reasons. But I'm glad that we have at least a brief respite. I know that there's going to be rain in the extended forecast for Southern California. I think is it Amy, I know you're not the weather person, but if you may remember
I'm the weather person. I am your weather girl.
All right. I felt kind of dismissive to say weather girl. You're a grown woman. Other woman?
I'm not.
Okay. All right. Well, weather girl person, she, you, we're supposed to have rain late next week.
Actually, earlier in the week. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay, all right, in the middle of the week. I can deal with that. At least I'll have a few days to emotionally recover from all the gloom, the tornadoes, all the snow which is melting. Just a little bit of time where I can prepare myself for a little more rain next week.
It's going to be nice and sunny for you.
I love it. And also related to that sun, driving in, I was passing a number of LAUSD schools here and there, and they had various protests, and you could see signage, you could see pickets, you could see people express themselves in a number of ways, just pockets here and there. And I noticed that probably ran parallel to the decent weather we had today, because this is the third day of the LAUSD strike. I should say the SEIU strike in relation to LAUSD. And you probably heard by now, as reported by KFI Newsroom, that the 30,000 bus drivers, cafeteria workers, custodians, instructional aides, special education assistants, including teachers, will be back to work tomorrow. So the schools are going to be open. But I have not heard anything, not publicly, not privately. I've been reaching out to my sources who are connected to the negotiations. I have not heard anything that there was any sign of an agreement, or at least not an imminent one. I know both sides are still talking. I know that Mayor Karen Bass is still in the middle of the fray, and I also know, at least from the people that I've talked to, both sides at this point are appreciative of Mayor Bass's presence in what she's brought to the negotiations. That they are at least talking and feeling as if they're moving towards an agreement. Now, that's just my spin on it. I may be wrong, but I've been talking to a number of people, and it is moving in the right direction. And coming back to work tomorrow doesn't feel as if that they're betraying the cause. They're actually acting in good faith and moving forward. Let me just give you some brief history. We know back on Tuesday, SEIU began the 3-day strike demanding higher pay, more reliable hours, and a crackdown against speculate on some level. We know that the LAUSD superintendent, Carvalho, has been rather public as far as what he says he's been offering to SEIU and also workers. And of course, the union side has bristled with that and said that you are just disrespecting us by negotiating in public or telling the public what you've been offering. Well, let me just also go over what has been offered allegedly by the district. And this is according to the district. LAUSD last week made an offer that included a 5% wage increase, which would have been retroactive to July 2021, another 5% increase retroactive to July 2022, and another 5% increase effective July of this year, along with a 4% bonus in 22-23 and a 5% bonus in 23-24. On Monday, Carvalho said the district sweetened the offer to an overall 23% salary and bonus. That's not nothing, but it's not what the union side is asking for. And at this point, the union has stood pat. It has been pushing for a 30% pay raise with an additional boost for the lowest paid workers. They're calling on the superintendent to dip into the district's $5 billion reserve fund. We talked about that on Tuesday. We went over the money which was available to be used. It doesn't mean it has to be used. It doesn't mean that it will be used, but it is available to be used. And the union is saying, hey, you need to dip into that $5 billion reserve fund to help fund the wage increase. But the union is saying, no, we want 30%. We appreciate you offering 23% and some of these other retroactive bonuses, but it's not what we're asking for. Now, I don't know if they're closer to 30 or they're going to meet somewhere in the middle in some sort of grand bargain, grand compromise. But we do know that the workers, the teachers assistants, instructional aides, bus drivers, they're all returning to work tomorrow. The question remains, the longer this goes without an agreement, would there be another strike scheduled for the immediate future, or would it be held off till down the road? I don't know. I will keep reaching out to my sources, and if I have information that I can corroborate, I will make sure that you, anyone else listening to KFI right now, will know it. So we're going to keep you informed. We're going to stay on the story and so much more. It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app now. David King, KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Nearly $6 million in narcotics has been seized in a period of 3 days. San Diego Port of Entry. Friday, border agents found 30 packages of meth hidden in the seat, floor, and firewall of a car driven by a 25-year-old woman. On Saturday, 80 packages of fentanyl pills were found. And on Sunday, about 18 pounds of fentanyl pills and powder was found in another vehicle. Police are asking for your help in finding a person who shot the driver of a Hyundai Sonata on the 405 freeway in Fountain Valley. Police say they're looking for a male driver of a black early 2000s sedan tied to the road rage shooting on Tuesday. The person shot was recovering. And number 2 seed UCLA taking on number 3 seed Gonzaga in Sweet 16 action tonight. The game is underway. Not good news right now, but still. Flight cancer showers overnight, sunny tomorrow with highs in the 50s to mid-60s. This report brought to you by 1-800-CUFS Criminal Defense. Still working on that Cell Big Race in Eagle Rock on the 134.
That's eastbound just before Colorado Boulevard. So it looks like QT has all lanes, but the carpool lane is still open right now due to this stall. So it's a heavy ride from about Forest Lawn Drive. Traveling on the 605, heading northbound, that's in Lydia. Right at Beverly Boulevard, there's a crash that's on the right shoulder, causing some spectator traffic. That goes out Firestone. And in Claremont, eastbound, you'll see some stop-and-go delays approaching Baseline. That's going to stay pretty slow up until you get to Daycrease Boulevard. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
I'm attorney Darren Cavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-COPS, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-COPS, because no one looks good in handcuffs unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-COPS. This report is sponsored by the California DMV. Did you know that many DMV tasks, like renewing your registration or starting your Real ID application, can be done online any time of day? Check them off your to-do list without a trip to the DMV. Get started today at dmv.pa.gov/online.
U.S. Bank is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California has held the most award shows, we prepare for these. Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help expand budget and save smarter. Our
Our goal tracking and messaging tools would have no place to shine if it weren't for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. For JD Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
Starting May 7, 2025, you may need a Real ID or domestic flight, and there's never been a better time to apply than right now. Give yourself the freedom of traveling when and where you want. From sporting events and family reunions to romantic vacations or even a weekend getaway with friends, Real ID is your ticket to fly. There's no need to wait. Visit California Real ID board today to start the online Real ID application from the comfort of home. DMV Online. Ready when you are.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including foam blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Imagine air travel that's simple and hassle-free. That's Surf Air. Save hours on every trip. Fly on your own schedule. Avoid crowded terminals and never stand in another line again. As a Surf Air member, you're in control of your travel day. SurfAir.com. Stress-free, easy air travel. Get a free quote on your next flight at SurfAir.com. There's a better way to fly. SurfAir.com. I'm attorney Gary Capanopi, founder of 1-800-NO-COPS, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-COPS, because no one looks good in it. Let's do that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-COPS.
Why would someone just tell me what it costs to unclog my brain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all. They obviously have a price. Wow,
You sound like Gorilla.
who are you? I stand and smell this fellow.
Will you tell me how much stress out my brain?
$99.
But you haven't seen it.
No need to. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer shopping. The Velvet Brothers at my family will unclog almost any drain for $99.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website before you call. Just go to thevelvetbrother.com.
Wow, you went upfront and everything. I just had a guy named Brother who wouldn't tell me anything.
There's no brothers here, man. It's professional plumbers who show up on time, smell good, and unclog drains for $99. Call us. 1-800-446. I've done well, even though I am definitely afraid of boats and open water. When you see the whales, and they actually come near the boat, I'm already getting anxiety. Well, let's start. Saturday, beginning at 5 on Stay Alive and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. The TikTok CEO saying in Congress was a disaster. That means the app would still likely get banned or sold. That's according to Wall Street. And a tariff worth $2,500 was stolen off a porch in the Sunset app. Number one, why do you have a carrot outside? Why is it on the porch? Well, it's not on the porch anymore. Because it's stolen. That's probably why it got stolen. It's carrot on the porch. So that's a different story. But there's this. We talk about union. Now, Starbucks has a new CEO who took over on Monday. His name is TRUMAN, and he told employees today that he'll work a half day every month at one of the Starbucks locations. Since he took over on Monday, he had been, I would say, generating momentum to this point because he had joined Starbucks back in October, and he was spending that time between October and now learning the business. Howard Schultz had been announced that he was going to step down this week, but he stepped down a few days early. And so Laxman, because I can't pronounce his last name, Laxman is now officially the CEO. And he stated he wants to know all of the business. That included 40 hours of burst of training and the apron and working in stores. And he's going to continue to do that. Quote, keep us close to the culture and our customers as well as our challenges and opportunities. And to continue working. So,
I so respect that. I don't know like a answer. But a lot of times when you're outside an organization, you forget what it's like to actually work in the organization. I used to do that when I was doing events. I'd go and do the events so that when the people I hired to do the events go, oh, you can't do that. I go, oh, well, yes, you can. You can do it this way, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like I have the hands on. So I think it's important for them to see how it runs.
Well, I think it is important. I hope that it teaches him more than just what the person does, but he has an understanding of what the culture is on that level. Because a lot of times when you work in certain companies, they may know what it's like on an employee level, but they may not understand the culture on an employee level. What I mean by that is, it's one thing to know how to get someone's venti, grande, mocha chocolate. That's fine. But also you have to understand what it means to work that job for 6-7 months, and what is the likelihood of being able to move up? Is there any opportunity? Are workers disenchanted? The overall atmosphere of Starbucks, things of that nature. And it's one thing to work there for a day or so and understand how the job is done, but I would always want that person to know the culture on that level, what it means to have to deal with customers and also fellow employees in that matrix.
Well, to a certain degree, but I think for him to be in the stores, I think that is more of an operational thing. Because to see is there an opportunity to move up? I mean, if he's going to be working in the stores for a half day, he's not going to have time to sit and chit chat with the workers. At least at the Starbucks I've been, man, they're just cranking out stuff all the time. They don't have time to kind of sit and go, we're going to evaluate.
Oh, but see, look, this is what I saw. This is what I did as a Starbucks employee. What is it, something that I might have missed or something that you may need that I didn't necessarily understand because I'm only here one day out of the month?
It's like undercover boss without the undercover boss.
Yeah, I think it's admirable that he's doing it. I hope it's not just limited to the nuts and bolts of the job, but also there's time where there's a real interaction with the employees. In every position, on a different upper manager, to your point, it is absolutely essential for those managing people to know intimately what they do, not just on paper what the job is, but actually do the job. So you can say, yes, I said it. When I was a music director, when I was, the assistant program director, even when I was the program director, I held it on air script because I couldn't tell my DJs this, that, or the other without being able to tell them, no, you can't get your break set like this. No, you can't take call like this. No, you can't get in and out of music like this without me doing it. And they respected that. They said, yeah, you do it on a weekly basis, so you know what you're talking about. I'm hoping that this just isn't a stunt, and that this is something to actually increase the overall culture, because if you know the guy at the top is also doing the job that you're doing, I think you take their word differently. That when you're out there thinking about striking, you're like, nah, but he actually knows what we're going through.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think it's more the exception than the rule in corporate America.
Oh, agreed. And it's a good time to do it because he's a new CEO. He is legitimately learning the company, and he's learning it from top to bottom. He didn't come from inside of Starbucks. He's an outsider to the company. So when you have a new CEO who was not brought up the ranks like you were talking about, Tuala, yes, it's different, and maybe a fresh set of eyes can also be good for employees overall. For example, to Tuala's point, but when I talk to Seth about what's going on with the engineering, the technical aspect, I have a degree of understanding both because I've run the board before. If I say to him the white screen is death, or he says it to me, there's a commonality and understanding what that means, or there's an issue. We can help each other be better because we've both done each other's job. And also, whenever we have an intern or someone who's a new producer, I make it a point to put them on the mic, to give them the producer to your point, Tuala. You can't have a person being a producer and not understanding what an on-air personality needs to do or is dealing with in the sense of managing a show from a personality standpoint. So I admire this new Starbucks CEO for doing it. I just hope it also includes the necessary and requisite feedback from the employees on that level. I hope he's not doing it to say, yeah, I've done the job, You don't need X, Y, and Z. I hope,
Yeah, okay.
I hope there's that give and take consistently, not just so he's aware of how the job is done. I think there's a little bit more to it. And I'm not going to get on him now because it's literally his first week on the job. But I bring this up against the larger backdrop of how workers want to unionize, not just at Starbucks, but there's a California Trader Joe's which is pushing for a union. Trader Joe's store in Oakland said that they are trying, or I should say the employees there are pushing to unionize about 150 staff members. And they're seeking a union primarily to address what they see as Trader Joe's disregard for their physical safety and financial security in the high-priced San Francisco Bay Area. Without getting into all the specifics, I don't know if you can unionize a store, a singular location. I mean, that's kind of counterintuitive to the whole purpose of a union. You would probably have to have a Trader Joe's union-wide or franchise corporation-wide union.
Right, like the Ralph's and
Yes.
Songs and Pavilion.
Grocery workers, right.
They have a big union that overarches covers several different groups.
And I'm not against these workers, even like they have the strip club workers who want to unionize. I'm not against the unionization in any context. I think far too often, many of these workers are using union as a shorthand to get a raise and not understanding what it means to unionize in the larger sense of what you're really asking of an employer when you just say we want more money. Yeah. And so when you talk about unionizing for one store location, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if you can have a union leadership and infrastructure at one store location when there's such a high rate of turnover. But I think for this location in Oakland, what they're hoping is to be the blueprint for a nationwide or however wide Trader Joe's code, a Trader Joe's wide union, because Trader Joe's is not part of some of the other supermarket, unions. They are their own specialty store. But maybe Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, they put together a specialty store union. And that would make more sense to me as opposed to just doing it holding one in open. Right. It's later we'll tell it. If I is for the live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, anytime after the top social media, it's in Utah, and what they're doing to require parental consent in relation to minors using social media. So keep it right here. If I is for you live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, now it is if I 24 hours.
People in Montebello have been working to clean up the mess left behind by a tornado. This working area shows a lot of people have their cars damaged by the storm.
I feel bad for them and the owners of the company. Hopefully all the insurance take care of all that.
At least 17 buildings were damaged in the twister. 11 of those buildings were red tagged, but that means they're too dangerous for people to be inside. A lot of buildings had their roofs torn off by the high winds. One building also had its entire roof collapsed. The National Weather Service says the tornado touchdown for 2 to 3 minutes. Closing arguments in the corruption case against a former LA City Council member are underway.
One state prosecution in the French Western state Margaret Thomas's case will be in the hands of a jury. The defendant's councilman has been charged with allegedly taking bribes in 2018 in exchange for wiring millions of dollars to USCD while he was on the county board of supervisors. The former dean in the case pleaded guilty to bribery charges and evading sentencing. Was convicted with Thomas Tipping up to 35 years in prison. Closing arguments are expected to wrap up tomorrow in LA.
One person has been shot and killed during a hostage rescue in Houston. Prosecutors say the rescue started 3 days ago when 3 migrants were kidnapped from a car on an interstate. Prosecutor Sean Whitmer says the migrants were then stopped and forced into another car. Whitmer says it's believed the driver of the car called 911 about the kidnapping. All 3 immigrants were rescued by the FBI this morning. The FBI says there is no threat to public safety. The grand jury in Manhattan investigating former President Trump over hush money payments has met, but again delayed a vote on whether to indict the former president.
Additional comments, the grand jury to consider multiple cases of one. For the sources told ABC News that some case will go back before the grand jury Monday, and at least 1 additional witness will be called.
Aaron Peterski says the Manhattan DA's office wouldn't comment on the secret grand jury matters. The grand jury is investigating hush money payments made to foreign actress Stormy Daniels on behalf of Trump in 2016. Over the weekend, Trump said He expected to be arrested and called for protests against a possible indictment. The wall they field is coming to a middle school in Hawaiian Gardens, the three-quarter scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, along with the mobile education center, will be open 24 hours a day at Speed Middle School until Monday. Viewing the replica is free to the public. The wall they field honors the more than 3 million people who served in the U.S. Armed Forces in the Vietnam War. It also has the names of over 58,000 men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice. There's some problems on the planet.
Here's the truth. Most of those other supplements out there use the extract of fruits and vegetables, and that's junk science. I didn't feel the greens. I feel the greens. Your doctor does that number.
Taking more guide in the third. We'll have another
Backing up, we'll people about photos. And the business of 134 eastbound to the Eagle National Forest, Colorado Boulevard, all lanes have been relocated from an earlier solid big rig over recovering from about 4 o'clock. And you'll see delays from the north end of Santa Clarita as you transition onto the from the 5. That's going to be a busy ride up until you come across San Canyon. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAF640.com/rules. Crypto.com Arena will be rocking this March as the LA Kings make their push for the playoffs. Don't miss out on an exciting month of hockey on the ice and a full slate of team nights and promotions. Visit LAKings.com/tickets to get yours today. Flat driveway and overgrown with unusable patio, let system builders destroy it for you. System builders will demolish, dig up, and haul away your dated, neglected outdoor surfaces for free. And will replace them with the outdoor space of your dreams. Develop driveways, built-in fire pits, stunning outdoor kitchens, stair-worthy patios, and more. Get started today by calling System Pavers at 1-800-PAVE-004 or get inspired at systempavers.com. All of it must be taken March 31st. What will you do if the secret cabal of the most powerful folks in the United States told you, hey, let's start a truth. Back in the 1930s, a Marine named Stephen Butler was all that stood between the U.S. and fascism. I'm Ben Bowling. I'm Alex Coach.
And I'm Smithers Butler. Join us for this sordid tale of ambition, treason, and what happens when evil tycoons have too much time on their hands.
Listen to Let's Start a Truth. On the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite shows. You lost your cat up the street?
Yeah, he ran up there and scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Be careful, mister.
Thanks, kid. Here you go.
Where did he come from? And where did he not in case?
What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your shower room.
Why?
They were up a tree too.
Really?
The tree was really clogged, backing up, and we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your bathroom.
So you're a hero?
Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. Go on.
Thanks for rescuing George.
It's what a hero does.
If you have a clogged drain, call your hero coming in air. Go online at repost.com.
Yeah, my name's
Join us to celebrate the songs and artists you've loved over the past year.
at our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Hosted by Lenny Travis.
The individual winners this year, David Swift,
And performances by iHeart Icon Award recipient Kate, Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, LL Cool J, Keith Urban, Pat Benatar, Emil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
watch on Fox, and listen on iHeartRadio.
Monday night at 8 p.m.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for the Music Radio podcast. KFI AM 640. The news, what it means, why it matters. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some stories we're following. The FAA has issued a safety alert to travelers from Burbank to Glacier National Park. And there's this. The Utah, as they say. Utah Governor Spencer Cox signed 2 pieces of social media regulation legislation into law today that requires social media companies to get parental consent for minors using their services. And that would make Utah the first state to impose such measures in the country. The new Utah laws require that social media companies verify the age of any Utah resident who makes a social media profile and get parental consent for any minor who wishes to make a profile. Let me just stop right there because I was one of those kids who always found a way to get around any type of regulation or parental slip or whatever. Yeah. Now, I know that they have to verify age to go to a porn website. That's not new. That's easy to circumnavigate. I know that kids all across the country have their own personal laptops, which are not supposed to visit certain websites because they're locked down. They know how to circumnavigate that. You have to get around all that. So the question isn't whether this is going to be effective. No, these kids are way too smart for this. Way too smart. I haven't even seen the specifics, but I know they'll be able to work their way around it. The real question is it cool that government is telling private business what to do when a product is not explicitly adult in nature? I don't know. I mean, I'm of 2 minds on this. One, because I recognize the dangers of social media. I recognize the dangers that the messaging, and there are several studies out about the pressure that social media is putting on young women that has increased the suicide rate among teenage girls alone just because of the non-stop pressure of looking a certain way, being a certain way, more so than young men. I also know that predators regularly pick up on young people, both young men and women, through accounts that they are posing as either young people or that they be posing as just grown-ass perverts and going after people. So for me, that would allow, hopefully, some measure of security for our young people. Let me interject there because part of these laws also forces social media companies to allow parents to access posts and messages from their child's account. Amen. So that's part of it. Now, I'm like you am of 2 minds, and one of my minds, remember, I'm consistent, or I try to be consistent because I'm a capitalist, and I'm going to side with business. And we always talk about the nanny state, or whether government is in personal people's lives and so forth. And I wonder, and Utah is a different state. I mean, it's very different as far as its social mores and expectations of citizens, private business. What it has to do, how it should do it when social media is not fundamentally in and of itself an adult endeavor. Like, for example, I'm not so sure about the laws as far as buying cigarettes in Utah, but most places you got to be 16 to buy cigarettes. Wait a minute. You have to buy cigarettes at 16, but I can't get my own Twitter account at 16. I don't know about 16 or 18 in California, maybe the rest of the country, but that's smoke if you want to. Right, well, 18 now? It's 18, okay. But the exact same as you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes, you have to be 18 to, like, drive alone without having a chaperone in the car with you. Just to protect that innocent, undeveloped mind. And unfortunately, right now, our kids are literally 24 hours a day if they can. They're losing their minds on social media. We all have gotten into social media well into our adulthood, so we know the dangers and the traffic. Kids just don't know the difference. All right, let me ask you this then. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. The laws in place, kids find their way to circumnavigate it because they will. What type of liability is then at the feet of the social media companies? Because in theory, they could have done their part. Say, hey, we put up these protections where they have to get parental permission to get a profile. We got to sign consent. It's not my fault that they forged your name or get some, the kids usually do. Say what? Just like there have been a few bars here in Southern California, at least some of them were in the Orange County area, where there were kids getting in with fake IDs or kids making their way in, and these bars were busted for serving liquor to minors. They lost their liquor license. you're going. So how are you going to tell Facebook, wait a minute, you have this 17-year-old who got on Facebook and they take their parental signature or approval, it would be fine. I'm sure if you start finding Facebook on the record, just like that one bar, like you multiply that one bar by all the security that made on Facebook. I promise you, if the government starts finding Facebook and those skills that are happening, I got to put this back here because when the kid takes the fake ID, there is a reasonable assumption that in those circumstances that the bar kind of winked and nodded and said, okay, yeah, but the person doesn't look 21, the person obviously looks 17 and you took a fake ID. But there's no reason to suspect necessarily in these hypotheticals that the kid who got on Facebook did so in a way in which Facebook could realize or know that this person is a minor when they use these correct something like that, where they're on legal read, but they just, I know there are phones that do have built-in technology where you can monitor every single thing that goes out. I know with open mouth your phone, there is nothing that they can see to let those news that their mother cannot see. If you can do that on phones that are just sold in stores, then I'm sure there is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I believe that these social media companies can do more to protect them. I'm still capitalist. It's hard for me to get behind this. It's hard only because I don't know if it's the responsibility of social media to raise the kids or to protect the kids. When it's just social media, it's not the adult side. That's the part that I'm struggling with. And to create a law, which in my mind is punishing social media for something that social media in itself is not doing. It's not producing a product. It's not putting something out there in and of itself, which is harmful to children. Now, you can say that the collective environment is harmful, but Facebook itself is not putting out stuff which is harmful to children.
Those paper
Having
yeah.
rules or regulations that is controlling the content that they put out, then they are then allowed to.
Infinitely zoom. That's what I want for 10 FTs.
Underage person come into my bar and drink, but by not having someone who's checking your ID, by not having the bouncer that's doing their job, you are then allowing it. That's how you use your liquor license.
Jesus Christ.
If you have a product that could be
oh my God.
you are not
Crazy.
Well, then I think it should go further than social media because there are too many websites which would satisfy that definition. Not as social media. Yes, not be just a place where you get profiles. But we have to have this conversation again at no time because I'm quite sure we'll be coming back to it. It's radio with Marcella, KFI 845 everywhere on the iHeartRadio app now. To the KFI newsroom in the weekend.
Now, school district workers and teachers who also walk up for the workers will return to work tomorrow following a 3-day strike. The district and union representing the workers have still not agreed on a new contract. Track and field has banned transgender athletes from international competition. The World Athletics Council rules are the same as swimming rules adopted last year. With a preemptive move, if there are not currently any athletes who have transitioned from male to female competing at the highest elite levels of track. Administrator from the Corona Norco School District has won Riverside County's 45th spelling bee. Out of these, Rampawa now advances to the 6th national spelling bee, May 28th to June 3rd in Maryland. Chance of lingering showers this evening, clearing after midnight with sunny skies tomorrow, highs in the 50s and 60s. This report brought to you by Blindster.com. From the Southern California Toyota dealers traffic center, we've got a crashing RV on the 5.
Just before Osborne Street, blocking the two right lanes is going to be causing a two-lane driver to Sheldon. Road 310 eastbound just before St. Gabriel Boulevard. A stalled car there, still taking away the left lane, so you'll see a busy ride as you come away from Soto Street. And on the 60 eastbound in Diamond Bar, right at Phillips Ranch Road, crash there blocking the right lane. You'll start seeing brake lights as you come across Diamond Bar Boulevard. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blinds.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike sock blinds offered at big box retailers, blind to blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at blinds.com.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt for your guaranteed biggest refund and 50% off tax prep. Look at Jackson Hewitt. 50% off is a limited time offer for new clients buying in a participating location. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50%. U.S. Services, number one in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we prefer safety. Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools will have no place to find us at work for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. We thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
Addressing hair loss has never been easier thanks to advanced hair restoration. Simple one-day treatment. The most difficult part? Making a call for your free consultation. Call 844-333-HAIR and get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. AdvancedHair.com. At Jacoby & Myers, our 5-star reviews attest to our commitment to excellence and our success in delivering life-changing results for our clients. 50-plus years of experience, $1 billion in settlements, and voted number one for 4 years in a row. Our team's expertise is unmatched. Call Jacoby & Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs, like putting food on the table or paying your rent, keeping your home warm and the lights on, buying new shoes for growing feet, or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You can receive monthly SSI payments if your income financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI. Start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security and U.S. taxpayers.
Lost for a giant ass hornet.
You lost your cat up the street?
Yeah, he's way up there. He's scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Cutting a wire with a hydrophobic knife.
Thanks, kid.
That's crazy, though.
Here you go.
Where did you come from? And where's your last place?
What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your cellar bin.
What?
They were at the tree too.
Really?
The wind was really strong, backing up, and we have to stop that nasty stuff that invaded your bathroom.
So what? Heroes?
Try to be every day. We're heroes.
Wow.
We just stand there in the sun, cleaning up. So long.
Thanks for asking, George.
It's what a hero does.
If you have a clogged drain, call River Hero Plumbing and Air or online at riverheroes.com. Online at riverheroes.com.
You can feel it in your gut. According to Time Magazine's major investors who predicted the 2008 crash, see another on the way. Bloomberg predicts that the U.S. has looks headed for a growth slowdown in years. To hedge against it, there's only one asset that's safe, liquid, and has outperformed stocks 3-1. Rare coin. For insider access to coins with the greatest growth potential, there's only one place to go. Tangible Investment is America's top rare coin dealer, and its CEO, Phil DiGenova, is the undisputed expert on this private portable asset class. For over 35 years, Phil coins have increased 10, 20, even $45. He's been featured on CNBC, the History Channel, and quoted in the Wall Street Journal. It's the only asset that safeguards your future while generating incredible gains. Call Tangible Investments for a free investment kit. It could be a award-winning documentary why money became more good. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800.
Got 4 hippos, and now the hippos started making more hippos. One of these hippos the family and see if that activist is still in the wild.
I need a large pizza.
I've never seen 10,000 tapes in one store. Ordinary video stores don't even come close to Blockbuster Video. You just gotta see it to know what we need. Come discover the Blockbuster difference.
Oh, it's a
AM 640 is ready with Mo Keller. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Everyone remembers Blockbuster, right? Well, Blockbuster may be coming back. I'll tell you about that in just a second. I want to tell you about some other top news stories we're following. Of course, we've been following the LAUSD teachers and workers strike, Local 99, SEIU, Local 99 strike. Well, that has come to an end. Back to work tomorrow. I was saying that I didn't necessarily know where they were in negotiations, but it seemed like they were. There was some progress which was made. I was just sent a release from SEIU Local 99 by Chris Adler and some others, and I'm not going to read it all to you, but it does say this, that discussions continue as school workers strike at LAUSD concludes and workers return to work on Friday. School workers stood up to LAUSD's intimidation and threats, yada, 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 blah, 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 won the respect they demanded. I know it's a press release and it's spin. I'm just saying they're going back to work, and at least the public face on it is they feel that they're in a stronger position now than before the strike, and there is confidence that they're moving towards a solution, but the negotiations continue. So just want to let you know that. And going back to Blockbuster, remember in the 80s, Be Kind, Rewind, and they would give you all those fees and fines if you were a day late, 2 days late, or a week late, and they say just keep moving. You just bought it at that point. And I hated Blockbuster for that. So their fees, if you forget a day or whatever, oh my goodness, those fees just pile up exponentially. And this is what I do. I would, I've done this on more than one occasion. This is 25 years ago, so forget it. I would go to Blockbuster, and I would rent a movie. I'd forget about it. And then I would call my bank or the credit card company to just put out a credit card for the account.
Super easy, it slides right over my head. She also bought a metal door lock. She opened it. They cannot open it. This is what I have.
I bought the movie. So what I would do is get a new credit card, and I wouldn't have to pay for the movie. I know. I know. I'm joking. But Blockbuster might be coming back. This is why I know. If you go to blockbuster.com,
Oh, the veteran teacher.
direct to a message for you. We are working on rewinding your movie.
Other teachers posted DIY or more affordable alternatives to keep their classrooms safe.
You may not
Many
know, or you
teachers
may
said
not
they had to
remember,
pay for the tools
Big Network
themselves
Corporation,
since schools
the
don't
cable
provide
company,
them.
they
It's fire
bought
hose, it's
Blockbuster
indestructible.
back in 2011 at a price of $320 million. And they closed all the
There have been at least
stores
29
shortly
school
thereafter by
shootings
2013.
resulting in
But
injuries
they
or
really
deaths in
haven't
the
done
U.S. this year.
anything with the
I'm afraid as
Blockbuster
I was never
name
trained for
brand
this.
since then.
Creating a plan but knowing it may not even be of use as you or the kids can easily be
For
in the
all
wrong
the
place
movies
at
that
the
we
wrong
talk
time.
about,
A report by
and for
Every
all the
Town for
brand
Gun
names,
How many
Safety found
guns
a
can you grab?
193
it would
gunfire
seem like,
incidents.
and I don't have any inside information, but it would seem like
Teach
you're owned
these
by
tell kids
a content distributor.
Really?
You have a heritage name when it comes to movies and home entertainment. That's a streaming platform/service waiting to happen. Yeah.
So this is Blockbuster streaming service?
Mm-hmm. That's
Because we
pretty
need
much
more.
automatically. Well, you have to imagine Dish has, I'm quite sure, a lot of intellectual property that they're licensed to distribute. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm quite sure they can fill it up with content. It's just branding, as opposed to having a Dish. Now, not to confuse folks, Dish also owns Sling. So they have a distribution arm where you can put this streaming channel
Look at this
platform
one,
in a
Josh.
number of places. It could be standalone. It could be part of those other streaming platform services. Think about all of the
Josh,
content that
where's the
HBO Max
where's the other stuff?
and even Disney has been saying we can't use it. We're getting rid of it. Don't know how to wayside. Yep. There's our home footage. And we've been asking the question, like, wait a minute, why are you offloading a lot of these titles and sometimes it comes down to, well, they don't want to pay the residual, they don't want to pay the fees, they don't want to necessarily have to pay those, so it's asking to someone else. Yes, you can give a license for those things. The reason might have been Canada. They know who's breaking down how they don't know that movie, so they break down how very Spider-Man actually catalog may not be available on HBO Max right now, but that catalog will be returned because they have licensed this very same movie. And then they go back to TNT, will have all kinds of very hot marathons. And then they'll go back to Spooky. And why do you think titles come and go from Netflix to any other place? That's right. You gotta go somewhere. Someone will buy it up, someone will use it, and you'll find out, it's on the Blockbuster streaming platform. That's my prediction. I mean, what's the point of having, you paid all the money for it, well, you might as well do something with it so you generate revenue. Who doesn't know Blockbuster? Who doesn't know Blockbuster? And it immediately ties into memories, hopefully some good ones we've had. Let's say it ties into a point of reference, and it's synonymous with movies. Let's be honest. They get out for those biggies. How did you know? You said that you weren't even in the studio when I was talking about how I was changing my credit card, to get out of paying fees and everything. Had enough about it, okay? Go away.
Yo, shit. These fucking CEOs look fucking stupid. I can neither confirm nor deny. That's all you say to that. And then it's like, well, what are you going to say to them? These guys look stupid.
Beautiful voice. Tell your house robot to play KFI AM 640. KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the NR radio app.
Fentanyl smugglers foiled. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A traffic stop in San Bernardino County where there was a huge drug bust. San Bernardino Police Captain Nelson Farrington says officers found about 10,000 fentanyl pills during the stop.
Also located approximately 23 kilograms of fentanyl and 100 pounds of methamphetamine.
He says more illegal drugs were found earlier this week with the help of
Also located approximately 23 kilograms of
cable
fentanyl and 100 pounds of methamphetamine.
He says the fentanyl is enough to kill more than 11 million people. The drugs seized are worth more than $4 million. Workers for LA School District on strike against alleged unfair labor practices have rallied for the last day of their 3-day strike. Several speakers hit the stage at the LA Historic State Park demanding fair treatment and higher wages today. This was the first ever joint picket by the Workers Union and the Teachers Union. The superintendent says the mayor has stepped in to help.
These guys.
Workers say they are
They're cool as fuck.
Workers say they're going to go back to work tomorrow, so schools will be open again tomorrow. The Orange County Fire Authority has asked for help finding an armed arsonist.
The fire fully engulfed the commercial building in Santa Ana, taking crews about 11 minutes to knock it down. OC Fire Authority Captain Dane Lynn said that first fire investigators early Monday morning were unable to determine the cause of the fire until surveillance footage offered clear evidence of an arsonist. It looks like he's got a handgun, you can see in the video that he put out. And then he's spreading with basically accelerant throughout that office space. The video appears to show a black man with a black backpack wearing a dark gray shirt, gray pants, black running shoes, and a gray hat that says Titleist. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
The body of a U.S. Army airborne trooper who served in Afghanistan and Iraq has been returned to Orange. The Master Sergeant was killed earlier this month rehearsing with the Golden Knights at Homestead Air Force Base in Florida. The Army says the man earned a Purple Heart during his deployments overseas. A funeral procession this evening will head eastbound on the 60 through Garupa Valley and Riverside until reaching Manatee.
We do not trust TikTok will ever embrace American values.
The CEO of TikTok has been questioned by a U.S. Congressional Committee in a rare public appearance where he defended the use of his social media app. The House Energy and Commerce Committee says people in America need the truth about the threat TikTok poses to national security.
Even if they've never been on TikTok, your trackers are embedded in sites across the web. TikTok surveils us all. And the Chinese Communist Party is able to use this as a tool to manipulate America
Committee Chair Kathy Morris Rogers says TikTok is a weapon by the Chinese Communist Party to spy on, manipulate, and exploit future generations. She says a data privacy bill is the only way to stop TikTok from entering the U.S. again. The Nebraska legislature has voted to advance a bill that would ban gender-affirming care for minors. The vote comes on the third day of debate in which lawmakers accuse one another of hypocrisy. Two senators from Omaha have promised to filibuster every bill that comes before them for the rest of the 90-day session. Omaha Senator Megan Hunt says the debate is personal for her because her son is transgender. She says the bill is an affront to her as a parent. The winner of the $2 billion Powerball lottery jackpot, who spent some of his earnings on a mansion in the Hollywood Hills, has bought another house. Edwin Castor spent $4 million from the record-setting drawing on a house in Altadena, near where he bought the lucky lotto ticket. This home has 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a pool, a pond, and a movie theater, built March 9th. The other house he bought in the Hollywood Hills, that was around 25. Southland weather from KFI, slight chance of showers tonight, clearing after midnight with lows in the 40s, 30s for the Antelope Valley. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the mid-60s at the beaches, Metro LA and Inland OC, 50s to mid-60s in the valley, low to mid-60s for the IE, 40s to about 50 in the Antelope Valley. Sunny skies on the way Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with highs in the 50s and 60s, chance of rain Tuesday through Thursday. It's 57 in Fullerton, 51 Rancho Santa Margarita, 53 in Pasadena, 55 in Santa Monica. Fashion Commerce on 5.
Just before Slauson is blocking the middle lane, so you're seeing them come away from Indiana Street. Also on the 5, this is heading northbound in Arleta, right at Osborne Street. A crash there. Multiple cars involved, including a big rig, so CHP currently has all lanes blocked off. You're seeing heavy traffic build up right around Lincolnshire. And the good news on the 91 eastbound at Anaheim Hills at Weird Canyon. Stall car there has been moved out of the right lane. Your drive's recovering from Imperial Highway. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno.
It's been tough talking to my doctor about constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. I finally laid all my symptoms out there and how they keep coming back. She said I may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. We agreed it's time to try something different.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or blocked stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Visit a doctor in person or online. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by Abbey and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals. Rosetta Stone, where language is learned. RosettaStone.com. More stimulating talk. It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some headlines in the world of tech. TikTok CEO, you might have seen him testify in Congress. Well, it didn't go so well. So TikTok probably is not going to have a lifeline thrown from the federal government. And also names, photos of Los Angeles undercover police have been posted online. Also, catalytic converter fees in LA could soon face jail time, $1,000 in fines. And joining us now, as she does every single Thursday, is Marsha Collier, our tech expert and tech guru. Joins us in studio. First, good evening, Marsha.
Good evening. Well, I was waiting for more of your hot news there.
But, you know,
TikTok is gone.
is it really?
Well, what I worry about is the next one they'll go after is called WeChat, which is the everything app in China. It's a big deal. But the thing is, a lot of people who were born in China but live in the United States and have families.
That's how they
The
get
only
it.
way they can communicate.
Let me ask you this, and I think you understand this. My concern is you can ban TikTok, and I say TikTok in air quotes, but the foundational technology of the app can turn into something else tomorrow, couldn't it?
Well, easily. I mean, certainly Zuckerberg really tried really hard with the metaverse, but that didn't work for him. So he could lead to that. Or Elon, who did talk about making Twitter the everything app. And as the everything app, it could encompass, just better than anything you could have. TikTok moments. It's so easy to copy that he could put that into Twitter.
But I'm saying, even if those players didn't copy it, I could say some dishonest brokers, some questionable characters connected to China. And I was trying to be funny last night. They could call it top
What a
talk.
fucking catch.
Right. It's basically the same thing, just rebranded.
Right, but right now, the social media is going through. It's going through a major change. People aren't watching a lot of what they used to watch, and even the founder of Instagram just had an interview. Instagram is not what it used to be. It is what it was meant to be. It was a peaceful place for pictures and people and puppies and families, kittens and things like that, and sports and school.
And you know what happened?
Monetized.
I think what's going to happen to Facebook is going to be public. It's going to become profit motive. Every time these social media platforms become monetized, they're on the treadmill where they have to keep the shareholders, the revenue projections, more ads, the user interface experience. It's the greatest after that.
I'm in an upcoming documentary, and one of the things I said in it is the minute one of these Silicon Valley tech companies gets sold on Wall Street, every time.
Would you fuck this 23-year-old girl who was caught in a volcano eruption in Pompeii back in 7980? Yeah, she called it CE. This bitch is like 39 CE. Get that ass over here, girl. I'm gonna fuck you right next to this fucking volcano eruption that was 2,000 years ago.
I said, kids will find a way, and you found a way inside of 4 seconds. And you're not
Mom fell asleep while suspended to a rock wall. Yeah, that's not your head.
And you can be anyone you want on the burner phone.
Right, exactly. Because I remember when social media started, I was a lot younger. I mean, think back to Lord knows, thank goodness, the original pages with Tom Anderson, MySpace.
Yeah.
They wrote a lot of stuff on MySpace, but looking back today, thank goodness it's no longer on the internet.
Dear Diane,
So, as a young,
there are a lot of things I love in this world. The beauty of nature, the complexity of human behavior, the mystery of the universe. But if there's one thing that I love more than anything else, it's coffee.
what else do you have to do?
Parental control. It's a puzzle which needs to be solved. But I didn't bring you on to talk about that. I had teased before the break how AI is everywhere and it's the biggest story in the world. I had a conversation with Bill Handel today. He was wondering about AI and how it's become an issue in the Writers Guild talks as far as creating scripts. Who would own the intellectual property? And I said, hey, you know what? That's already been done. They've already started making songs from AI. AI now can be creative. And to that end,
this is amazing. Coca-Cola, whom I've loved their ads since the beginning of time, they decided to jump in. They're using GPT-4 and DALL-E. Remember, it's DALL-E. DALL-E is the image making process. So they have a website called createrealmagic.com. And you can go there. I was there earlier today, and they have Coca-Cola images. And they translate it to real language.
It's easy to put this motherfucker out of here. Or out of it.
Graphics, all kinds of different things.
You can do that so much easier.
Your AI-powered art into a billboard for Coca-Cola. Now, it's fun. You'll enjoy it. But those creators will be selected for the Real Magic Academy at Coke's headquarters. And not only that, but they're going to have 2 winners for the Thanksgiving and the Times Square billboard and the Piccadilly Circus billboard in London. I mean, it's going to be cool. It's a great concept. They are just scratching the surface, but it's so much fun. They've made
This thing's cool.
this AI
Kinetic sound structures become giant. Israel, get you a fucking kinetic sound structure. That's his cool sound move ever.
And on the edge, avant-garde kind of marketing that propels itself because it's a vehicle to promote Coca-Cola. It's to young people in a generational sense that they're folks in the next 60 years.
Oh yeah, I was thinking seeing a bunch of St. Bernards, run like camels with little Coca-Colas under their chin,
I get it, but look, I'm a kid who goes back to the time of 400 kids on a mountaintop run. Like two teams over.
You go to my YouTube, what I've saved on YouTube, it's all those old Coke commercials, all of them.
Right, but Coke has to reinvent itself for the succeeding generation. So I get it. It's brilliant, but now AI is, I would say, interwoven in every facet of our life. And we're just scratching the surface. As a matter of fact, we're only just scratching the surface. From Marshall Collier, who's joining us as he does the studio every single Thursday night. When we come back, Marshall, I'd like to talk to you about what Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos, ex-wife is up to, and maybe a few other things, if you will.
You got it, Mel.
It's later with Charlie Care by ANC40. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now let's go to ANC. We're here by 24 hours weekend.
The California Health Department issued an ocean water quality advisory because of all the rain. Officials say bacteria, chemicals, debris, trash, and other hazards could make the fish to go in the water. And are advising the state and Signature Bank must answer for their bank's failures and have called them to testify before Congress. The two executives have indicated they will not be attending the hearing March 28th. Lawmakers have heard
The trainer after the young.
Monterey Park Firefighters Association
Cousin
hosting a
7
community
8
barbecue fundraiser on Saturday to benefit a
Don't they
healing
have like
fund.
stop one?
The barbecue is from noon to 3 at Barnes Park. Slight chance of showers overnight, sunny tomorrow with highs in 50s to mid 60s. Better crashing Arleta on the spot.
Northbound, just before Osborne Street, this wreck had all lanes blocked at one time. It looks like everything's off to the right shoulder now. All lanes reopened. Traffic is recovering from Uxbridge and Studio City 101 northbound, just before the 170. The crash there is signaling the 3 right lanes, so your drive starts to stack up right around Barnes. And then Highland Park on the 110 southbound, right at Avenue 60, you'll see a crash that's blocking the 2 right lanes. It causes some delays from about York Boulevard. KFI in the sky.
Student-powered teacher-led learning project. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today?
This is the world's deepest pool.
Scary as fuck.
The podcast Let's Start a Coup wonders, what if the secret cabal of the nation's most powerful
Holy
people
fuck.
tries to overthrow the country?
Oh my god, is that scary as
Explore how
shit?
it almost happened to FDR in the 1930s.
You're goodbye. I'm
In
just
this
saying
world's
something.
deepest
telling
pool.
of one of American history's weirdest things.
And for you, Major General, Sergeant
Back to black. Why the fuck can't I?
something bad?
Listen to Let's Start a Coup on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you have friends or family members that live on base or need frequent access to federal facilities, getting a real ID should be on your to-do list. Starting May 7, 2025, you'll need a federally accepted form of identification, such as a real ID, to access military bases, enter federal buildings, and board domestic flights. And by going online, you can conveniently start the
Where
real
is
ID application
download?
process.
It's like, oh, you wanted to download this shit. Hi, my name's Tim Cook and I suck dick.
Start your Real ID
Not even for crack, I just do
online
it.
today at realid.dmv.ca.gov.
It's been a couple of years since I started sharing my advanced hair story with you, but some of
Toe
our
flip.
advanced hair makes the solution
Incline
easy.
plank
It
position.
takes just one visit, your own natural hair starts to regrow the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. It's no wonder why tens of thousands of people, including me, have received the FUE treatment from Advanced Hair's top-rated physician. It works for bald spots, receding hairline, thinning hair, men, women, younger, wiser. It's just why it works for me. A full head of hair doesn't only change the way you look, it makes you feel more confident, proud, and youthful. Regrowing your hair where you were once balding is absolutely life-saving. Schedule your free consultation. You're going to get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 844-333-HAIR, and don't forget to ask about the Advanced Hair Guarantee.
Because even though I think it's really funny, I kind of think the kids are being jerks here. I mean, they're knocking it off the shelves, they're basically destroying property, and one could argue that they're taking advantage of people who are just trying to be nice and helpful. And not to forget that at the end of the day, some poor stock boy getting paid minimum wage has to clean all that shit up. Here's another thing. Is it just me, or has the internet adjusted the definition of the word pranked? I always thought in order for it to be
Administered by Social Security. It's money
you can use to help pay for basic needs like
So I'm
food,
looking at this chart
clothing,
trying to figure
shelter,
out
or
if my
medical
cat
needs.
is
You
overweight
can
or not.
receive
So
monthly SSI
underweight
payments
is
Chunky.
based on the
ideal cat
financial
looks like.
resources are
Chunky.
No, it's
and you're
overweight. That's
65
what
or
a
older.
obese cat looks
For
like.
an adult or
Okay.
child
Now
with a
here's my
disability
problem.
or
My
their
cat doesn't
son,
look like any of
call
those.
1-800-772-1213
Chunky. Come.
or go to
You might need to use
ssa.gov/SSI
RHAPs by
to learn
BP.
more about SSI and
Very
start the
inconvenient.
application
So
process
I
today.
invented this
That's
PIN pad. When we need to pee, we activate the
ssa.gov/SSI.
switch.
This
It will
message
help us
produced
to
by
hold
Social
it.
Security
We
and
don't
U.S.
need to use
taxpayers'
our
funds.
hands at all. It also helps
Jacoby
us to
Advisors
shake
is here
a
to
little.
help you get the breakfast you deserve.
Very easy.
We specialize in serious injury cases that have been fighting for our clients since 1972. Trust Jacoby Myers to be your guide, your advocate, and your support system. With our unmatched experience and expertise, you can rest assured that you'll get the compensation you deserve. Plus, our compensation is always free. Call Jacoby Myers today and let us help you navigate the legal process and get the justice you deserve. Jacoby Myers, justice for you since 1972. And now, a few words from your dog.
Hey, it's Jennifer Jones. Will you join me and my team of Wake Up Call Wigglers at Brookside Park in Pasadena, Sunday, April 2nd, for Pasadena Humane's Wiggle Waggle Walk to raise funds to help them care for the hundreds of animals they take in each year. To donate or join our team and walk with us, go to KFIAM640.com/wiggle.
What in the fuck is...
AI being combined with Coca-Cola in their marketing and promotion campaign. Now I want to talk, this is not necessarily tech, but it's tech adjacent when we talk about anything related or quasi-related to Amazon. You know, Amazon is just physical. You got divorced from an infringing job. So, and they're going to divergent directions. You have to still be in the Amazon thing, but now it's just a thing to job. You got to move on. Yeah, he's out there and has to use limited sex life, as they say. But the kids try to give her sex life, but in a philanthropic way.
Okay, get rid of it fast enough. He is donating to everything. I mean, several universities here in Southern
Dude,
California.
fuck this shit, dog. Shut the fuck up. Oh my friends, rude. Dog, shut the fuck up. Going live. What's this for?
What is usually the criteria for what you can get?
Well, the newest one I find is most interesting. It's really like an open call, like cattle call.
I bet that thing never went. He's just been doing that the whole time.
Organizations providing access to health care, stable and affordable housing, education, job training, support for sustained employment, civic engagement, advancing voices of opportunities, individuals and families not as seen,
No
groups
puss.
who have met with discrimination and other academic obstacles. It sounds like everybody is covered. And nothing else is going to give away $250 million.
It doesn't matter though. I mean, if you have transformational wealth and you want to then have transformational impact, then that's the way you do it. But he's making more money per second in just interest, right? Alone.
Think about it. Interest went up. It's pretty fast. Oh my goodness.
Look,
I would trust a machine to do this more. Really, I mean, I haven't invested.
It sounds like a pretty broad audience. TXY, and the deal is it's an open call. The website is Lever for Change, LEVERFORCHANGE.com, and that is also a nonprofit, but there's nothing for this way. You can apply there. So if you're interested, you can register. Before 4:10 U.S. Central Time on Friday, May 5th. Complete applications are due by 4 p.m.
Central Time on Monday, June 12th. Organizations must have an annual operating budget of at least $1 million and no more than $5 million for at least 2 of the last 4 fiscal years.
It seems that when you make that also pretty specific. You're going to fall within a certain range. You have to be legitimate, reputable, and ethical.
Legit, you have to show you're doing the work.
Right, doing the work, and you didn't show up just yesterday.
Right, exactly. So I think that's really smart of her. And I think this gives anybody out there, folks, if you're listening and you are a nonprofit, this is a great opportunity. What does it hurt to just apply? Well, she's giving $250 million out. So, therefore, I want to
Mementos. Doesn't matter what comes, such a better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, it's staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker. Something fucking British, Chinese, or something not American.
European comes. Open the door. It makes me uncomfortable when a stranger, albeit supposedly there to give me a package that I have ordered and asked for. I'm always uncomfortable about opening my door because I think it makes me vulnerable. Is there anything to that?
Yes, there is. And I recommend if you work from home or anything, you can see the truck on your Amazon app. You can see it go to your neighborhood where you actually shop there. So that's kind of fun. But unfortunately, there have been people impersonating Amazon drivers with the vest, fake truck. They come to the door. They may not have the package. And this is also DoorDash.
So porch pirates weren't enough. They had to take it one step further.
And these people have others that they work with. But when you're entering the door in front, these people are already.
They have a lot of these.
Going to break in. It's the thing that's happening.
TD Cruiser. You got fucked if you had that.
Wow, you really have to worry about this and protect yourself.
You got fucked if you had that.
Wow, you really have to worry about this and protect yourself. We leave a bucket, literally, of small soda bottles out to people because it's not giving you delivery people. But you just have to be very careful. And it's, you can get a Ring doorbell. You can even get one of the older ones on the sale. And
It's not that thing again.
You're protected. Don't open it. Remember what Mama said. Don't open that door to anybody.
Yeah, and I'm the one. Look, I hear you ring the doorbell, but it doesn't mean I need to answer my door. If you're there to, and I know that if you're there to,
I wonder if you can do it.
You'll leave the package, you'll take a photo of it, and then you go on about your way.
There are two things I want to point out. One, it's kind of sort of hilarious to watch those guys walk in just.
Well, I can tell you, like, something really sketch happened to me when I was leaving the house tonight. But maybe I shouldn't leave. 2 people approached the house, and we were about to leave, so we opened the door, and they inquired about our solar. You know, they want to sell you solar. These people weren't in any uniform. They didn't have any truck that looked like it was a solar business.
I'm sorry, I think like a criminal. They were casing the joint.
Yep. Well, there's 45 ABT signs around my house.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, it's armed. But the point is, just tell them you have solar. It's in the back. Buy. Because it's the
Someone else to remember, right?
Yeah, you got solar. Thanks so much.
And the whole idea of a door-to-door salesman is so antiquated now. The fact that you're just going to ring someone's door, like on a cold call, and say, hey, can I get 5 minutes of your time? I want to tell you about this product. I saw that you have rain gutters up there that need to be cleaned out.
Right. Oh, yeah. The old rain gutters. Yeah, right. Because we live in California, and this is the first time in my life in LA that it's had this much rain. But we might have benefited from rain gutters.
Might,
maybe.
But don't come to my door. I always say, don't come to my house unannounced. If I'm not expecting you, then you're not going to get me to answer the door. Period. And even if I am expecting you in terms of delivering a package, it doesn't mean I'm going to open the door.
Exactly. Around the holidays, we're a little more lenient, because we're working extra hard. We know our UPS guy.
Right. And I'll open the door with a baseball bat in my hand just in case there's a misunderstanding.
It never hurts, honestly. Whether you're a single person or a married person, if you're a single person opening a door, have something next fingers, safety pin pointed out. Could do some damage.
I would say your keys and
Easier for them to.
Make a little
Hello.
noise. Make a little noise. So that you have to be standing around to watch.
that was a good movie, wasn't it? It's always a great movie.
Yeah, you have to. You need to do this
What
in this
movie
day
are
and
you
age.
watching?
I mean, maybe next week we'll talk a little about protecting yourself.
I can't continue to watch. I gotta go to bed.
So next week, we go get those marketers. I'm tired of them all of you. March Clark is always good to see you.
Thank you, Mo. I love
Fucking enemy, like fucking horse.
You don't know how much great feedback you get from listeners about you specifically. Not only are you easy in your description, you're relatable, you're
Oh, is it like apparently someone got in trouble for saying they were
a lot of times it's just someone maybe is happy or I might get her on Instagram, they'll direct you. I'll try for you.
Thank you, because I love doing this and I love being here with Mo.
I like how we went from we're gonna talk about stocks and shit to we're gonna just walk. We're gonna create a Patrick Bateman Outlook statement in a Wall Street Bets Discord.
Undermine me at every turn.
Oh no. That's right, here's the colors. Never fish off the lighting ground. That's right, here's the cut off my
Wait, hold on.
Cut off my mic just like that.
Hold on, I gotta see like at least like 15 minutes of this movie here.
More about AI and go to that story about how the Writers Guild is worried about AI created scripts.
Let's start this movie because I like this. I like this album.
Iranian drone into a housing facility at a base in Syria, killing a U.S. contractor. The Pentagon says 5 U.S. service members and another contractor were hurt. It says the intelligence community assesses the unmanned aerial vehicle to be from Iran. President Biden has authorized an airstrike in Syria against facilities used by groups affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. About 4,000 homeless people have been helped off the street.
Well, we kind of started because I'm an idiot.
Just more than 1,000 of those people were housed in bathrooms inside space programs. The majority were housed with programs in place before the mayor took office.
What is this movie?
This
This is the wall. Is this about Pink Floyd's album?
A moving day, when the bus comes, even those people that said they're not going, when they see other people going,
I know what movie we should watch. It's the one about that fucking stupid metal band from the 80s. Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap. That movie is fucking hilarious.
Because 92 homeless people were murdered last year.
Alrighty.
Police
And then
records
we'll put
show
on
murders
Vice after
were
that.
committed by other homeless people and gang members. Police
Or
said
I'll
gang
put on
members
Vice tomorrow.
initially killed the homeless over drug-related deaths.
But this is Spinal Tap. It's fucking hilarious.
Most murders,
I love that
Oil
movie.
Heist and Westlake. A gun was used in all of the murders. In 2021, there were 85 homeless people killed. News brought to you by Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber. Dozens of people have reported eye infections after using Ezra Care and Delsum Pharma eye drops. Reports in 16 states have ranged from eye pain and blurry vision to vision loss and surgery. Stanford Children's Health Dr. Alok Patel says 3 people have died.
Making sure that you're reading the back of those labels, you're properly storing them, and you're tossing them out if they've been left open for a certain point of time when bacteria can start to grow in those drops.
Patel says the eye drops are sold over the counter, used for lubricating,
Yeah, you gotta make
redness,
yourself up.
or treating eye irritation. He says the bacteria is found in healthcare settings. The CDC says this specific strain is resistant to some antibiotics, and it's the first time doctors are seeing it in the U.S. A rocket made almost entirely of 3D printed parts has failed 3 minutes after launching from Cape Canaveral. The rocket has nothing aboard during its debut launch, except first 3D print made 6 years ago.
It made it through what's called max Q when the aerodynamic pressure is the greatest after launch. But the second stage rocket sputtered and shut down.
ABC's Jim Ryan says the maiden launch was still a huge win despite not reaching orbit. The company said last night, although the rocket failed, it did exceed key objectives for its first launch. Southland weather from KFI could see a few showers this evening before the skies clear overnight, both in the 30s and 40s. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the 50s to mid-60s. Sunny through the weekend with highs in the 50s to mid-60s. It'll warm up to near 70 on Saturday. And we've got another chance of rain Tuesday.
Morning machine goes.
56 in Brea, 54 Lake Forest, crashing Glendale on 5.
Southbound just before the 134. It has the carpool and 2 left lanes blocked off, so you're seeing busy riders who approach Olive Avenue. Studio City, 101 northbound, just before the 170, a crash there is blocking the right lane, so you'll see some stop and go delays from Universal Studios Boulevard. Highland Park on the 110 southbound at Avenue 60, a crash there still has the two right lanes blocked, so you're seeing delays currently from
Josh, remember when that one went down?
KFI in the sky helps get you there faster.
Josh, is it winking at you? Just winking at me. Oh, that fish.
You just can't miss watching college ball at Orlando. Now your top reasons to visit Orlando.
It's utter and total madness. From 16s to 8, then 4. You can watch every score everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
And the number one reason.
Ray Gun gift giveaway. Get a Slam sandwich maker when you earn 500 points on your reward card. The 27th or 28th.
Orlando, good times. Hey, it's Team Shark. Clean and healthy water is essential for living your best life. Light Source is the whole house water system that will change that life. Light Source gives you filtered and delicious water from every tap, filtering out the bad, keeping the good, no maintenance needed. And right now, new customers can get a free Apple-Pure antibacterial filter with qualifying purchase. That's an $825 value. So call Light Source today at 800-803-2696 or go to lightsourcewater.com. Light Source, taste and feel the difference.
I'm attorney Derek Havanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFS, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-CUFS, because no one looks good in handcuffs, unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-CUFS.
Hey, all, it's Team Shark. For emergency backup power, there's only one name you need to know. Defi Power. Since 1965, Southern California has relied on Defi for hospitals and high-rises, data centers and school districts, every form of business, big or small, even homes and RVs. Whether it's a new generator, an emergency rental, or Defi's legendary repair and maintenance service, Defi Power has you covered. Go to DefiPower.com, DefiPower.com. That's DETHIE Power.com.
Watch Tennis Channel as we bring you the star-studded action from one of the year's biggest events. It's the Miami Open. Catch all the excitement with our first vault-to-last coverage. Live daily at 8 a.m. Now through April 2nd on Tennis Channel.
Join us to celebrate the songs and artists you've loved over the past year.
At our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Hosted by Larry Savage.
Celebrating our winners, recipients, Taylor Swift,
And performances by iHeart Icon Award recipient Coldplay, Tony Braxton, Alex Goldberg, Pat Benatar, Neil Giraldo, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
and listening every year.
Monday night at 8 p.m.
With $37 with Superhero Plumbing and Air.
On iHeart Radio Station, we're stimulating talk.
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some breaking news: the U.S. military has carried out multiple airstrikes in Syria recently, moments ago, after a drone attack that killed a U.S. contractor. We are following that story in KFI, 24-hour news feed, and we've been discussing generally AI and how it's a part of just about every facet of life, whether we're aware of it or not. And it's going to be even more ever present, as they say. The writers' guild, we know that there's an upcoming showdown between guild and writers as to ridiculous for streaming platforms. We discussed that. But another facet to the association, the writers' guild is saying it's pushing to prohibit AI-generated work under contract in these negotiations. Now, the writers' guild has clarified its stance on work created with the help of AI. And the guild stated that it is seeking in these negotiations to ban AI from being used as source material and AI written works and AI rewritten works from being covered under its contract. You would think that that's pretty obvious. I mean, if you're turning in a script, you're under contract as a writer, and you're having not even a third party to just generate this script, you can expect them to not only own it, but as soon as they're written the writers going to say, oh, here is not. This is to prohibit writers from being assigned AI-generated material to adapt. So that's the thing. Someone making AI script out there, and then working it inside the new model. So what they're basically saying is, these are not being to do that stuff. We have got, but they're not about to bring that to our head. That whole idea of that is just plagiarism on top of digital plagiarism. You're not generating content, you're not creating the ideas, and then the EPA proposes to regulate use of superior pictures using artificial intelligence or similar technology ensures the companies can't use AI to undermine writers' working standards, including compensation, residuals, separated rights, and credits. I think this is pretty easy to understand, but there probably would have to be an enforcement and penalty provision. It's one thing to ban it. It's another thing to say, well, if you try it, this is what's going to happen. Will you be kicked out of the union? Will you be sanctioned in some way? Will you be prohibited from working? Do you lose your membership in the guild? Things of that nature. Because someone's going to try it. I wonder, is this going to hit the literary world as well? Like all these authors of it would have to novellas and all these different things, because I know there's a house professor who recently was questioned for using AI to write some material. Then they started doing some research and said, wait a minute, looks like the last book that you wrote has some similarities to it. Are you writing anything to some papers, I guess, that you submitted? I'm like, so this could mean that what you're going to have a piano showing typing and writing this? Well, that's proven. There is software that enables this perfect, because I know at least at universities, when students come in papers, there is software that they can use to identify AI-generated content. I don't know exactly how it works, but I know that they've already been taking steps in that direction. But you have to get in front of it now. I mean, you need to, because it's going to be everywhere. They've already shown AI that demonstrated that it can create music, it can create songs based on the most popular chord progressions and melodies that have been used in the information has been input, so it can create songs from that data set. I mean, yeah. So we may think it's cheaper, but it's in a general sense, and they think it's cooler too, whether artificial intelligence is self-aware, you can breathe, create art, and it's for all those things. It's generating art. It's generating content, it's generating poetry, it's generating YouTube, it's generating care about all the remakes and reboots that are coming out, or even the last generation is thinking about originality. What is it so far see a TV script? That's one conversation. And then there's the question of the legality. Me personally, as a musician, someone who enjoys the practice of creation, maybe rather enhance the computer technology. Yeah, we'll possibly the last generation reaching the question. But we also have to figure out legally where the line is, what the acceptable behavior. We know that it's in terms of a term paper. We know that it's not going to be acceptable in terms of the script. We know that it's not going to be acceptable for most things that we have. So we're expected to do it as humans. But where's the line in the legal sense? You know, that's a question.
How you doing, friends? What's new, babies?
I honestly had a bit too much insight for a while, and I'm taking it every day. I got a couple of friends in combo IRL that did Web3. We're all just hanging out, playing video.
So let's not forget, I know NBC remembers this, because we're the same generation. I remember our parents wondering about whether the calculator was going too far, because it was doing the computations for us, as opposed to people learning how to do math. So I think it's the same debate.
There's just a lot happening, and I'm being relaxed about it.
No,
Once I are you, we are very damages everything. Otherwise, they'll be finished first.
and honey.
Do you know how to use a slide rule, anyone? Slide rule? I do what?
Yes, there was.
What about
It was a lot of fun. Thanks again for inviting me to see how you guys can do that. Really
grew up on the advocate. Yeah, like, you know, you put an advocate in front of the kids today, they're like, let me pull out my phone. What are you doing?
famous.
I'm struggling to find a kid, someone under the age
1
of 15,
second. I'm
who can tell
almost
time by an analog clock. I know you see it in school. That word sport. I hear this argument. This is just absurdity of the art. We're not even know. These kids nowadays, they will go and watch the remake of Roadhouse, and they don't care a thing about Patrick Swayze's version. They say, you know what, kids, you are the Roadhouse. I'm with it, and that's where we are. Okay.
All right, yeah, come on top of it. Yeah, I'm on top of it. I can't.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and when we come back, well, we got to talk about our governor who wants to give Hollywood a new perk. I don't know if you'll like it. That's next. Now to the Get By 24-hour news from Canadian.
A U.S. contractor has been killed and 5 service members and another contractor have been injured by an unmanned drone strike at a coalition base in Syria. The Pentagon says it believes the drone was Iranian, and the U.S. has retaliated by launching the retaliatory strike. Tens of thousands of union members and supporters converged at Fire State Historic Park downtown on the third day of an LA School District workers' strike. Schools are scheduled to reopen tomorrow, allowing hundreds of thousands of students to the White Lotus season 3 is in the works. HBO's chairman and CEO Casey Lloyd says the show's creator is an easy exciting for the next season.
Oh no!
The White Lotus just won 2 SAG awards for acting and won 5 Emmys in September. We'll check some trouble on the 101.
So many times
I hope you know that I would not.
then now it's twice.
So here's the
I
truth.
can only
Most
I
of
can
those
see
public
twice
companies out
today.
there,
I can only
extract
include
it, and
this
that
one.
they're talking about field degrees, because field
I
degrees,
can only include the Discord group
field degrees is
that I joined.
organic fruit
Holy
vegetables,
crap, there's a
not
guy.
some watered down extract. I got to Wallenstein using
Yeah,
it, talking about it
that's
today,
the Rabbi
comparing
restaurant.
notes, and I want to thank all of you who've been asking and reaching out on Twitter and
What do I say to him?
Instagram about
Do I
whether
feed
field degrees
him?
are
Hi,
the
how are
real
you?
deal.
Pleasure to
Yeah,
meet you.
it is.
Do I feed
You can
Do I
bring
feed
in
him
field
something?
degrees with
Do I?
scientifically chosen to support vital
No, I'm
organ
good.
health,
Thank you.
like your heart, your lungs, your kidneys. Others will help with my immune system, my blood pressure, and that's very important to me, metabolism, and healthy weight. Best of all, field degrees is
Do I offer you a nice bagel and lox?
Those are sanctioned diseases.
if your doctor doesn't tell you your numbers have improved,
saying that
get your checkup,
I feel like it sounds like it has a
you have absolutely nothing to lose. So let me get you started. This is what you do. Go to fieldofgreens.com, input the promo code K5 and get 15% off your first order. It's just that simple. So right now, as we go to fieldofgreens.com, promo code KFI.
Look for slight chance of showers overnight and sunny tonight. Highs in the 50s to
Are
mid
they
60s.
inside?
And 60s
Coming
all the way
out?
No, they're outside coming in. They're
Out of those right lane, your guy is recovering from Lincoln. 101 southbound, you'll come across some traffic just after Santa Monica Boulevard, Hollywood. It'll stay pretty busy till just before the 110. And off the 91 heading eastbound in Anaheim Hills. Approaching Ware Canyon, you'll see brake lights there. Your drive stays slow up until you get to about Green River Road. KFI in the Sky helps keep you faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the
I'm
world
guessing I should
facing a
not
tough
sponsor
choice.
that.
Continue to dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
Ooh, okay.
Have you used some extra help meeting
That was
basic needs,
six.
like
Say what my
putting food on
stepfather
the
says when he
table
gets mad.
or paying the rent?
He's
Keeping your home
inside.
and the lights out, buying new sheets for growing feet, or help with medical needs. Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs,
That's
like
the
food,
boss's name.
clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You can receive monthly SSI
Oh,
payments
I get it, guys. Okay. I get it.
Rose.
Rose.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Or
Rose in the elevator here.
or who's one.
think this might be the way. Yeah, I'm right. I'm right. I found the boss. I've actually got it. Fucking, the boss is right next to me. He's a medic.
No idea. You sure it's ready?
All right, gang.
I'm out of here.
On IC's Daily Game
Come back to the big hotel lobby. You guys remember the big empty hotel lobby?
Was it over the years? Oh, it's
Yeah.
No
Come to me.
as I shares
Form up on Rambo. Rambo's got this.
success, failure, and more.
Yeah, come down, but try not to alert the boss. The boss is not going to stop
You still gotta play that game. Stay in
It's
your
just
mind.
stand. You can see it.
Listen to IC's Daily Game.
Can I go inside the hotel room from the outside? The hotel from the
Have an
outside?
old or unused car taking up space?
I thought you were following us. I thought you were with us.
I felt that my game crashed. I was still outside.
You can't get inside the hotel from outside.
I'm saying, should I have
Just run inside, come to the main, like, in here.
I think you are. You're very close to the right place. Yeah.
Think about it, selling and hello, quick convenient pickup with a maximum tax
I can't open the damn door, so there you go.
You're not getting get in the main door.
Yeah, you gotta come back and run.
Hi there, I'm Joel Arthur. Join me this Sunday for How to Money. Pick off all things personal finance and help you learn how to save, invest, and enjoy more of what matters. How to Money with Joel
We're
Arthur.
not, but we are also right next to the boss. I was going to try to get to much.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, gang, I can get a big explosive hit, and I can actually deal with a lot of shit right away. Here we go. Right now, Prune will have the ability to get these people back.
To California, and is trying to create this perk, if you will, and it may or
He's
may
trying
not
to do
work, but
that
I'll
now,
tell you about it. And if Newsom's plan is passed by the legislature and signed into
Pour it
law,
on him.
California fundable
He's
in
confused. I
2025.
thought it's
Meaning that on top of giving qualifying self-employed production credits to wipe out their state tax liability, the state also would give them payments totaling tens of billions of dollars a year. Now, it's argued that the boost would help bring more film production to California amid, I would say, the rise of productions in the state, and there's also more competition from studios outside the state. Like,
Why
for
doesn't it
example,
just tell
the
me?
Tyler Perry
I'm gonna
Studios
pursue.
in Atlanta. There are a lot
back
of
here.
productions which film out of Atlanta and North Carolina and Louisiana. A lot of those productions are, I guess, less expensive because they don't have the state tax to worry about.
Hey, my grenade did something.
Designed
I
to
think.
counteract that on some level. But the proposal is facing pushback from lawmakers frustrated by what they see as Hollywood's
Ooh, absolutely,
insufficient progress in how
I really hate it when, like, I go down while jumping in the cover. I timed that right, Snoopy.
So
Yeah,
I
new
don't.
game. It's not. It
Sounds
robs
good on
you.
paper and think,
I
well,
call that
we're gonna
highway
give tax
robbery.
credits to studios and productions that they would be
Nexus, I was thinking about doing an AMA, and I wanted to know if potentially you could, at some point, tell me the best way you would go about doing that.
Oh yeah. We'll talk sometime. I'm not talking shop right now. We're just relaxing for the moment. But yeah, no, I'd be happy if that.
They'll have an
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, it's a base called OTD. That's go on about I think it's, if I'm being honest,
It's the goal of an AMA to suck people like that.
depends on I consider the goal of an AMA in my case to be sort of like a more relaxed focus test, right? I'm smoking the product and I'm interrogating the offer and I'm seeing if there's anything substantive to it. And I'm enlisting the community to help me do that because I can't think of everything, but I can think of a lot.
Sound stages and everything they need outside of California.
At least that's what we'll engage with the community and the questions and tell us all about what's going on, and then the community feeds that back. It's usually, if I've done my job, everybody feels like they learned something, including the visibility.
Fucking shop.
Yeah, I need to fuck
Yeah.
right.
Discussion about crypto stuff.
Yeah, no. No.
Don't
Yes,
ask
no.
that.
Moving on.
Is this gunning?
Sorry to act stupid here, but where are the stairs to go up to the second floor?
You see it? Yes.
Here's the problem I have with it. They'll only get the incentive if they hire the people, the lawmakers in that, because they haven't done their diversity.
That's fucking Hall of Mirrors.
If you basically
I guess it's
hire the people
12:45.
we want you to hire.
There are so many areas
And
here.
the other one, what about the taxes? What about taxing the rich so everyone pays their
I was
fair
watching
share?
Twitter
You're
trying
paying
to
a lot of money. Shouldn't they pay their fair share? Why do they do that?
really know.
Well,
Maybe
that's
someday.
the give and take. Because they want their business to
I
come
still
back
have
to
that fucking
California. So,
Jefferson Trade Center up here.
no,
I'm saying, but that's the
you're right. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. Absolutely.
You want to do main mission?
You're in the corners for main mission.
I understand why.
Well, there's a unknown activity in Federal
bring
Park.
these studios and productions and with it the money
Yep, I have
back
to
to
do more activity in
California.
Federal Park.
But in the case, I
Oh,
think you
sure.
said
Yeah,
it's
let's
bad.
rock.
I mean, the ship is safe.
That is straight shot
If you would've done
ahead of
this,
us. I'm gonna go ahead
Check
and
it by
move
the
just in
gut
case
for
that
10
disappears.
years ago at this point, given how much time these studios have had the opportunity to build up these studios or develop the relationships with studios in
That's
other states.
probably a
If you
territory
knew how
control
many movies
or
were
propaganda.
made in Georgia alone, big Hollywood
Kind of
blockbusters,
surprised if it's a public
you would be
execution.
ashamed at how much
Those
money
can also get
is leaving
tricky.
California in the name of Hollywood. I don't think you can reverse that trend. I don't think you can turn that around. I don't think anything is going to change
I
because
did manage
you
to
don't
do
need
a
to be in
supply drop. Like
Hollywood
I got
to make
one of
huge
the
Hollywood
previous
blockbusters. It's not like you have to go to Skywalker Ranch to do stuff with Lucasfilm. You don't have to do that anymore. And
Okay,
I
we
don't
have
think you
two
can undo
straight
that belt.
Skywalker.
gunfight.
I appreciate what the
They're
governor is attempting
fucking
to
each
do.
other
It's too
up.
little too
I'm
late.
gonna wait.
And I don't know if there's anything that you can do on top of this, which would make sense and also be an incentive that would actually move the meter. Other than just literally throwing money at the studios or giving them a free
They got
studio
it right.
space in California or something
They just
that
did.
would just be
You
ridiculous
bet
and
against
reckless and unheard of.
We still
Yeah. Be like,
Stealth mode. Wait, they're all dead.
right, they have to get a pizza place, so you know, Governor Patton is on the train. Hey, don't give him any ideas. He likes to be on
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna
another.
start watching credits.
Yeah,
Oh, that's coming.
you know, he put an executive producer credit in there. I'm quite sure he started it. Later with O'Kelly. When we come back at the top of the hour, we're going to talk
Yeah,
about
you
the
just
Supreme
need to
Court.
go.
And
The cluster mine is brutal. They
I
can't
can't even say it.
handle
We want
that.
to talk about the Supreme Court. Okay, it's nasty, it's dirty, and it's stinky. KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app.
Don't place your smart speaker. Google is tell them what to play. Okay, Google, what KFI AM 640?
KFI,
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
That is the launching of the grenade launchers.
Oh yeah.
Homeless murders.
I
I
am
mean, King Clyde,
almost on top of this activity.
Unfortunately,
I'll let you guys
92
know what it
homeless
is.
people were murdered last year in the city of LA.
That's up from 85 in 2021. Records show most all homeless murderers were killed by gang members and
Used
other
to
homeless
be
people.
a
Officials say gang
territory.
members usually kill homeless people over drug-related deaths. The number one spot for the murders was the Skid Row in downtown LA, followed by Boyle Heights, then Westlake. And the weapon of choice was a gun. 67% of homeless murders last year were from a gunshot wound. So far this year, 12 homeless people have been murdered. The record KFI News.
People in Sun Valley been hurt in an apartment fire that sent a column of dark smoke into the
Oh, you're up.
sky. LA Fire says more than 80 firefighters were sent to Lankershim Boulevard this morning to fight the fire in a 4-story building. Cleanup is underway around Delaware where a tornado has damaged a bunch of buildings.
Power washing roads, shoveling debris from the businesses. This man who works in the area says he feels bad for the many people who had their property damaged. Also, the vehicles here with the shattered windows looks like they've been involved in car accidents pretty much. I'm looking at the buildings.
There we go.
All latched with debris.
Racist, yes.
Yeah, all over. 11 of the 17 buildings damaged by
What a
yesterday's
shame.
Israel
Rice
red
Space
cat.
Noodles is
One
actually
building almost had its entire roof collapse. In Montebello, was stolen KFI News.
The bodies found in
Enjoying
a
things.
truck off the road in Brea.
It
Police
was-
said car
really?
fire was reported this morning at East Carbon Canyon Road and North Orlando Drive. They say a full closure of Carbon Canyon lasted 4 hours during their investigation. Closing
Oh my
items are
God.
wrapping up in
That
court
was
trial against the former LA City Councilman charged in an alleged bribery scheme.
Are you guys down?
Thomas was indicted for taking bribes in 2018
Ramo is
and
not,
for
I am.
funneling millions of dollars
He's
to
almost
a
down to
Canadian
me.
UFC. The dean of the case is pleaded guilty to
Yeah,
bribery
I'm
charges in her
holding
uncle
on.
and he is awaiting sentencing. With convicted, Ridley Thomas was
All right,
sentenced to 35 years in
got
prison.
Whoever wants to get retributed, we've got you covered. There is nobody nearby, and they're distracted.
Killed 4 students and injured
I
several
like the
others at a high school
some
in
of the tea
Michigan.
there.
Coming around, looking around. Okay.
Involuntary manslaughter.
Go.
Ethan Crumbly, 15 years
Thank
old,
you.
when he shot up Oxford High School.
Bridget panel
All right.
acknowledging Harris typically are not responsible for a
Sorry,
child's
I was
crime, but
concentrating
said
so
those
hard.
public were aware their son was contemplating a shooting, including a drawing even made depicting someone being shot.
ABC's Derek Dennis says parents will face shoot ultimately liable for their son's rampage in 2021. Crumbly pleaded guilty in October to terrorism and murder charges. Ford's electric vehicle business has lost $3 billion before taxes in the past 2 years. The company says it'll lose about the
shit,
same
there's one
this
coming
year.
over
It
there.
invests heavily
Watch
in
it.
profit margin. Ford CEO says everyone knows EV startups lose money while they invest in capability, develop knowledge, build sales volume, and gain market share. Turns out you really might not be able to eat just one.
If you're having a bad day and you get a junk food craving, then suddenly after eating yummy food, you feel it's because you just prefer the yummy.
Tomorrow with highs in the mid-60s for the beaches. Metro LA in the
Size.
mid-60s to mid-60s for the valley. Low to mid-60s for the IE. 40s to about 50 for the Antelope Valley. Look for sunny skies Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with highs in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I guess that's my
Saturday.
service.
Got a chance of rain again Tuesday through Thursday. It's
Yes,
56 in Anaheim, 55 in Redondo Beach, 55 in West Covina, 50 in Rancho Cucamonga. Stall in Hollywood on the 101.
Shield. Because they Vikings, apparently.
Blocking the 2 middle lanes, PHP is running the eastbound.
He's got a bow and arrow. What a nerd.
Approaching Baldwin Avenue, it'll
there's one there. Lurking in the street over here.
KFI Sky helps get you there.
I have to go kill them. There's always going to be more around this corner. Yeah. All right, good.
You lost your cat up the street?
Yeah, she's way up there. I'm scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Be careful, mister.
Rebuilding civilization. One
Here you go.
degenerate skeleton at a time.
What?
And there's
Oh,
those are
Mommy and Dad called us to
dead
clean out
for
your
shooting
skeleton.
for some reason.
They were up the tree
That's
too.
because they're triumphantly walking through the
Screen
streets,
was really
laundering
soft,
together.
backing up. You have to stop that stuff from invading your back.
How are we further from the Spice Girls?
Try to beat every day. We're looter heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a
This
safe,
is why I
clean
got
You guys are engaging in a rolling gunfight. Washington, D.C.
It's what a hero does.
I'm sorry to have to
If you have a plot change, call your hero coming up
That I said I'm
superheroes.com.
just going to make this
So I'm
Super
not
Beta
YouTube.
Phosphate, softball
This is
medals,
totally
Phosphate
chill.
Green, Phosphogenics, and others. Want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can.
This is good
Get a
cover,
free
man.
copy of the new guide, Phosphate Secrets, that pulls
Damn it.
back the curtain
Oh.
on the phosphate pill industry. Learn
Ah,
what it really
why
is
am I
pills.
shaking?
Which pill has
Violence
87 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA.
shit.
Start
There were very, very,
that is a
very
phosphate
not
killer
nice
and
people
discover the three so-called
had
health
words.
foods that destroy your
So,
health.
I assume I could be
PhosphateSecrets.com.
Oh, just
you're
here before.
PhosphateSecrets.com.
Bro,
This free guide
and
will
get your
search
words
and
straight,
end prostate problems, the drugs or surgery, 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is
on the reach. Are we going in there or no?
Some readers as opposed no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com.
Personally, I'm waiting for my ability to get back off.
Prostatesecrets.com. And Morgan, the fee is free.
How do you cancel if you select an ability? How do you cancel it out?
Press one key.
You can also you're like about to throw it.
Okay. Yeah, a couple times I've tried to cancel it out and I end up just throwing it anyway.
Yeah, just right clicking if it's got like a scrollable thing. That'll do it.
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, let's rock.
KFI AM 640 is later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And we gotta go to Washington. We gotta go to the Supreme Court. There is a very important case before the court right now. And
damn it.
It's about food.
That's funny. They want us to fight in this building again.
Yeah, literally just like, come back to this building.
My game crashed again. So.
Yeah. A law degree from Duke University and the author of 2 books on the Supreme Court.
At least the boss and his boys were right here this time instead of in the other ground.
VIP products. And it's asked where VIP products, the nation's second largest maker of dog toys, has infringed upon the whiskey maker's trademark bottle shape and label when it sold dog toys that resemble a bottle of Jack Daniels. The dog toy, named Bad Spaniels,
Get this fucking chandelier out of my face. There we go. Yes, you can shoot the two down.
The old number 2.
I shot one down, dude. That's why it's gone now.
Jack Daniels is seeking a court order prohibiting VIP from continuing to sell this toy. See how it seems like this made it all the way to the Supreme Court. This stuff is pretty obvious. The only reason a dog toy makes any sense is because you have a reference point.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot.
Which says to me that's an obvious infringement on the trademark of Jack Daniels.
That was great. I think that was. Oh no, we still haven't done with that guy.
The Supreme Court, as far as
You can hit him through the little slot right there.
And then to the Supreme Court.
That was a great shot.
It just seems like it's real simple. Trademark law, that is the body of law giving companies an exclusive right to use the imagery associated with their brand to market their products, necessarily limits free speech. Only McDonald's, for example, may use its trademark golden arches to sell hamburgers, and only Nike may use its trademark
Well,
sports
I guess
to
since he
sell
has
shoes,
left,
which
we
creates
can
a risk
visit
that
some
companies may sometimes go overboard in filing lawsuits seeking to protect their trademarks. But this is
Oh, he's back.
not that. I mean, the only way the dog toys make any sense to anyone is if you know that old number 2 refers to Jack Daniels, and what do they name it? Bad Spaniels.
I thought I'd come back, but I guess not.
Jack Daniels. Okay, but I'm wondering if the reason that this is being pushed
I have
all the way up to
no idea what's going on.
But
Tell you what,
really said
really have to run the restroom. So you guys do what you need to do.
It's fine. He'd rather the restroom. It's logistics time.
I'm just running to a safe house, so I'm not in danger. But the game might crash again, so let's see. ViralRabbi.
It's resembling your, yes, it is, and that's the argument that they are making. They're saying we're not making liquor, we're making dog toys. But the obvious response to that is, but it's a play off of our name. Like, let me go back to, remember the movie Coming to America? And we were talking about McDonald's in this story. In Coming to America, they have McDonald's and they have the character who owns the McDonald's. And they are playing off the fact that McDonald's is copying McDonald's in every way. And you know they are, because everything that McDonald's does is eerily reminiscent of what McDonald's does. Yeah, McDonald's does.
But he would just be like, what's this here?
It's still on one end.
He'll be like, don't let you just start the game with a random control point in the middle of the
But it's not.
No, I had to fight for that.
They're clearly jacking the trademark
don't remember doing
Jack
it.
Daniels for any of this to make sense. I mean, but like, what if they had a dog toy that was shaped like a burrito, and they called it the burrito supreme? They, they put it in a because you want the dog to think it's getting into Taco Bell. Now, one of the stores too, so you can't make dog toys that look like a burrito. Because burrito supreme is a trademark entity connected to the Taco Bell.
Just dumb.
We have ourselves a marksman,
That name
right?
is trademark. I don't know if you
It's
could say
actually
if they
got
call
some
it
pretty good
the
stats,
burrito
except for
superior.
the damage.
Yeah, okay. The burrito.
It's kind of shit.
That's right. Maybe they'd be able to get away with that. And I understand, yeah, there's room for debate on this. I just don't understand how it made it all the way to the Supreme Court. Didn't one of Coolio's cases go to the Supreme Court? Not Coolio, Weird Al.
Damage.
I
Okay,
thought
so
there was
it's
a Weird Al
back
case.
back
There
back.
may have been, and I understand, and that
Go
was
into the
connected to
theater.
the First Amendment as well, as far as the right to
Allies
It's not
within
that bad,
7
man.
meters of your deployed
And
skills.
I don't know if they're
Get
trying to
extra
argue
reload
whether
speed
this is a form of parody. That's what I'm thinking.
reduces
Yes,
their
this is a
active
form of
cooldowns.
parody because they're literally not the toy doesn't taste like
What were you guys talking about me while I was gone?
in there other than saying, hey, I got a great idea. Let's parody
I'm sorry.
Jack Daniels. We'll have Jack
It's
Daniels.
just in my head.
And, we'll have the dog with it. It's a totally different thing than the dog. And that's what VFP is arguing. They're saying VFP products has strong arguments that it sells.
Can you imagine, like, putting a headset on, like, somebody from 100 years ago? Like 10 people on the server being like, my God, man!
And trademarks can coexist. The nice
To be fair, they would be correct.
could eviscerate the very real benefits that society derives from trademark law. I understand the argument. I'm not so sure that I buy it. That's my thing. I'm not so sure that I buy it that it's a parody and more as opposed to outright thievery. Because you're not explicitly put it this way, I would think a parody would be in alignment if they were selling like a single beverage. They are
This guy
far away
says you
from
need
the
to have God, and
trademark
I'm
of
like,
Jack Daniels.
selling drugs? I mean, you're probably selling
Dog
kids.
toys to use that
No,
to
he tried to
enhance
sell
their
me a
brand.
shotgun, but I didn't
Weird
want
Al was basically paying homage to
Somebody got a
Michael
lot of
Jackson
clothing
when he
for
did
children
Trump
on you.
Yes, he was. He was.
Now, if only I had a children to put all the clothing on.
Nope, well, they
I
have to watch
swear,
because they
it's
signed
for
up. But if someone did, someone
The same shit he got last night. It's the exact same.
We talked to Weird Al, and he said the only people who turned him down was Prince. And I think
The
someone else.
he's got bad sales experience.
Oh, it's terrible at selling.
This is obviously without permission. They're just
Sourcing.
that they just
He's okay at
this
selling.
gray area, this gray zone.
Not in literally everything.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not on the Supreme Court because I would have told
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
pay a lot of money to Jack Daniels.
He's just doing it. Or everyone's poor. I mean, where we live.
That is fair. Money is not a thing anymore.
I just sent you a look at what it says. It's the description of parts of
It's almost like asking your wife for a kiss. It's like, I'm not going to ask for it. It's not the same. It's just, just give me a kiss in the morning. Do I have to ask all the time?
I was at that tunnel rim shop last night, y'all.
Or you just trying to rub it in?
Yeah, I sent you a DM.
It's messed up. And I was trying to
Your Nexus.
explain
Who are you
to
talking to?
Mark
Who's
Collier
yours?
how
Oh,
Stephanie
FDR.
Oh, thank you.
right now.
Okay, I'll go check.
It's later with Mark Kelly. Keep it right here. Kill my answers 40 like everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Go Jack
It's true.
Oh my God.
I
know what they're implying, but it's not what I'm taking from it.
Killed a U.S. contractor and injured 5 U.S. service members and another contractor. Police are investigating after a burning truck was found this morning in Brea with a body inside. The truck was discovered at East Carbon Canyon Road and North Belinda Drive. Hyundai and Kia have recalled more than 571,000 SUVs and minivans, and until they can be fixed, they're telling people to park them outdoors because tow-hitch harnesses can catch fire while they're parked or being driven. Effective model years are 2019 through 2020.
I agree. Any amount of skin above the ankle.
Clearing after midnight, sunny skies tomorrow through the weekend, high to 50.
I mean, it's
They're cones in Carson on the
aggressive sex. I had to do that.
Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway, the two right until 5
It's
tomorrow morning.
definitely
So
rough.
you're currently seeing delays from 223rd Street. So good news if you're traveling on the 101 southbound in Hollywood, just before Highland and South Carter has been moved out of lane. So it looks like your driver is covered there. And you're still seeing some slowing on the 210 heading eastbound. That's in Irwindale due to a crash just before Irwindale Avenue. It's along the right shoulder. So you're seeing a bit of backup from about Santa
Not
Anita
only is
Avenue.
it not
Hey, if I have time, hope to get you there faster. So Pedro Moreno.
well liked within my scam.
This report is sponsored by Caltrans and CleanCA.com. Californians can agree.
First you tell people about the word of Allah.
So let's come together and create a litter-free California. Join them at CleanCA.com.
In the game, you just talk to them once you hit a certain
Caltrans.
milestone with the settlement that they're deploying. There's a couple main settlements. You hit the milestones, which have a bunch of targets on them. If you're wondering what those sort of larger milestones are, you can figure them out over here on the floor you're leaving.
What is that thing called?
Yeah, the admin desk. Okay.
Yeah, I talked to the lady over here because I can recruit her, but
This is the admin desk right here. This is how you check your progress.
You just can't miss watching college ball for Rondo. Now
You can see who it is.
Yeah, so that is just blew it. Huge rebound. Here we go. 22 seconds on the clock. Here we go. 20 seconds on the clock. Motherfucker with the big hair. He's up at the top of the key. He's trying to pull him Jordan from fucking. I didn't say game 6. Oh my god. Alcalá just hit one of the biggest fucking shots of all time. All time.
I'm
Man, that kid.
traveling to the White House to go visit the top son lady. I'm going to the White House to see regards to
Yo, no.
Nobody mind
It was a
me.
legendary shot.
Just gonna go talk to the dark side lady for no reason.
Really. It's good.
Just doing the beat up. Peterson's gonna protest.
That was sick. Save your bracket. One of them. Well, but the one bracket that I had was I was why? They would make it way further than anyone thinks.
The dark zone gaskets are set up yet.
If anything, I picked those motherfuckers up. He's very good. He's not in
I
it.
don't know if you have it for unboxed.
Michigan, North Carolina,
He's level 3 in theater,
anybody else?
so I don't know what he is in theater. He said he unlocked a new level.
Shout out to my friend. I think I'm fine. Got me this ESPN
Supposed to
behind.
unlock it, so he's
Yeah.
unlock a milestone. Something may.
Streets are blocked off. Good time to
I
commit
guess
a
you
crime
gotta do more
5
missions
miles
in this area.
Universities have one which is done. All right, dog. You guys got the ball. I mean, you should not lose this game. What do you do?
I'll see you.
I throw this ball down court to my dude, and then have him just put the ball in the hoop. And then it's like, oh, we're up by 2. We're up by 1. What would you do?
I found some kids over here, man.
Well, Alcala's already dumb. Why? I would press him. Don't give him this fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. Bad defense. Now they're already getting to the court. No. Oh my god. That was deeper than fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. You better shoot that fucking ball, dog. Shoot that ball. It's game. That was sick. Alcala's done. That was sick. They didn't even need a 3, and these motherfuckers hit it. This motherfucker didn't even need this fucking 3. This motherfucker's so deep. He's on the fucking logo, dog. Oh, they're blowing it.
Repost.
I am level 1 in this district.
It looks like
That game's
everybody's
over.
actually, hey, look, that's
It's actually good that they
it's
found him. What?
Yeah,
Oh, he can ice him here. We got Khalil Abakad on the line.
Side missions will level me up in this area, correct?
Really? Yeah, he went 1 for 2 once, and he was pissed off about it. But we needed that 1 point. Really, yeah. But I hit 2 for 2. But he was pissed at me again. Well, it was. We won. We were really happy. It was the biggest sport win of my career. Really? Went to Don's afterward, allegedly. On 9:33. It was crazy. Everything about it was crazy. Are you done? Allegedly. Motherfucker just won. Wait, so this cat blew it. Cat blew it. They still have enough time. Ucklet, done. Ucklet. Missed this on purpose, dog. Really? Yeah, they're not gonna fucking throw it down the court like that. Why? Because then they get their hands on the shoot it. Oh my god. Oh my god, he almost hit it. I don't know if I would have passed it. Aqua. That's a really good game. Oh, I did tell my phone. Check your bracket. Oh shit. Dude, they're behind. What are you doing? You guys are it's over, dog.
kind of even a joke that it would help us to be like hyperbolic fiction where everything
It was a well-designed.
It was well designed.
Wars us.
Well, it would have been great if he would have made it.
7 shots, Haas.
Do world war.
Reckless stuff.
Teams got the chances. Both teams deserve to win. Both teams.
Dude, Bucklet just blew a huge lead.
Petra's not going to be a happy camper tonight.
Well, yes and no. I mean, he went to USC, so
I
people
know
like
he loves the
It's amazing all these electronic devices you found along the way still have charged batteries after 2 years.
major injuries right before the tournament, which made this an unlikely run to the Sweet 16, and it was even more unlikely that they were going to
Whatever
make
that
it to the
noise
Elite
was.
Eight. And they were almost there. They had it,
Remember, you are attached to the White House
and it
and
just
all
got away
sorts
from
of
them. And they went on
undisclosed
a
government
very poor
technology.
shooting slump.
Is the text on?
The infinite battery.
Okay, so now who you got it at?
And
It's instantly start up and
Yeah.
gather data off of electronic devices. It's really good technology.
Eye on Amy King.
You got to always
oh yeah,
Always. I don't trust him. You see how he does it?
Knowing
Second
enough
half.
about tech that I do, I watch certain shows and movies that are supposed to be very realistic, and I just have to be like, no. I'll never forget, I had a BlackBerry back when like smartphones were
Trophy
just
center.
starting to
Oh,
become a thing,
trophy center.
and I knew how long they took to start up.
Dude.
And there was an episode of Bones where they're like they attach it to a car battery, and they're like it's gonna burn out really quickly, so you have to send the message quickly. And then like as soon as they plug it in, she's sending the message, and it goes out just before it bursts into flames. Like there's no fucking way. It's
you listen to the show like Bones?
started up. There's no way it started up. They were able to type out a response and send it out that damn quickly. The BlackBerry was cool. It didn't do things quickly.
Regarding the animal tranquilizer,
I miss my BlackBerry so much. It was just the right amount of. But
There's a movie coming out about the BlackBerry.
Yeah. It was just the right amount of smart. It was just the right amount of phone. It was this perfect combination. You could just do enough with it without it being like.
So it is rather simple to get, and it's rather available, but it's not safe for human use as it causes flesh-rotting sores and respiratory
as weapon.
That's gross. And it's also cut.
Do you have to do the MLK Community Library mission now?
Yeah.
It just stopped breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm doing a side
So who else is playing? This got the last
Yeah,
one.
that's the MLK Community Library. This will turn into a control point when you're done with it.
And you would think, oh,
You want to do it?
not that
This
heroin
motherfucker's
is
still
all that
in
much
this?
better than fentanyl. Just know that if you're using heroin, there's a
Yeah.
good chance that it's being cut with this other drug.
I'm full homo. You want to do it with me full
And it's
homo?
just killing people left and right. It's killing prescribing
you ready?
Xylazine is making the
What's the date
deadliest
today?
drug threat our country has ever faced, talking about fentanyl, even deadlier. That's the DEA administrator, Ann Milgram. She said in an alert, DEA has seized xylazine and fentanyl mixture in 48 of 50 states. Now, I don't know if you should get concerned about this if you're not a drug user, but it is something that we should be aware of because you may
Where
know
is moves?
a drug user, given the
Here we go.
Where's that
extent
motherfucker?
3, 2, 1, drop it.
KGB, XKGB.
who uses fentanyl, to my knowledge. But since it's being used in conjunction with other drugs, you just don't know. You just don't know. And Paulie, you and I were talking about this
Yuri
earlier.
Alexandrovich.
Working in the music industry, I think, was the biggest turnoff for me when it came to drugs. Yeah, I have never used any illicit substance other than I think I've tried marijuana twice. I'm not trying to be funny. Can't be more than twice. I've never done ecstasy. I've never done cocaine. I've never done any of those regulated
Stop up
drugs.
XP being nearby, you guys.
People that are just all messed up. I don't even know about your neighborhood, but I grew up in
You guys are soaking up some free XP. I'm trying to get in here.
None of them ever looked happy.
And there's a door, there's kind of a fucked up entrance that's with a yellow thing on it you can climb over. Next time we found it.
I want to hurt my skin just a little bit. The fuck that is.
They look like hell. They always smell bad. So there was never an attraction to me because of that.
I shot.
Transmission operation university thing.
Nicely done.
Where is it? Like, do I
I
put
just don't
these
see
for
the
them?
upside to ever start
Okay,
it,
what is
to ever
this?
even try it.
Crap.
I don't know how my body would respond, but I know that it's going to end badly no matter what. Either I get hooked, or I accidentally overdose, or something. I end up in cardiac arrest. Like there's too many bad things which could happen, and maybe that's just the older me having seen enough people die or ruin their lives and livelihoods to drugs.
I want to see Aqua shot.
To that lifestyle, and it just never was a thing for me at
So
all.
why are you showing that guy?
This
This is
books.
another reason why I would not even want to grow up in today's
Well,
world.
this
It
was a
So many
community
other
that was
things
trying
out
to
there, so
hold
many other
out.
dangers, so many other drugs, designer drugs, and
Miles was supposed to do that part.
it's much more easy to find. When I was growing up,
You're
it was
good looking,
pretty damn
guys.
difficult.
Yeah.
I can say this with certainty. To get
Oh,
certain
God.
drugs. You don't
Oh,
just
God.
stumble
Oh,
upon
God.
drugs.
What's this
Free
shit?
the
Somebody's
hostages
fucking
is
flipping.
dead.
Presumably
So
Being
sad.
to get cocaine is not as easy as it presumably is today. And that's part of the reason why they had the crack influx, to make it more accessible.
I'm shooting with my face right next to a gas tank. This is not fun.
Get away from the net. Yeah.
Make it today,
Hey, you.
given all the things which are working against them. We were just talking the other day about your son and how.
All right,
he has
I'm
to worry
almost
about
done with the
him
campaign,
cutting stuff and
which means I will soon be able to join you.
Yeah. And then your turbo grind in whatever part of the game you want to play. And actually,
No, now it's like you may have someone who's like gives you a gummy that's got an extra dose of THC.
Yeah, give you that easy.
Getting sick in the hospital.
No. Shit. I'm about to go down.
The iHeartRadio app now, any king in the game. I
okay.
What's up?
School workers have picketed and
I'm just
rallied
gonna
for the
stand
final
behind
day
here.
of the 3-day walkout against alleged unfair labor practices. People gathered up in LA Historic Park where
Yeah,
union
you got
workers closed out the strike that shut down schools across the county.
Thank you.
Use your up down.
Reporting a nearly $5 billion reserve, while LA School Superintendent Alberto Carvalho said he always wanted to keep talks open. He says now with Mayor Karen Bass getting involved, they can find a way. Workers say they will return to work tomorrow and schools will open back up. In LA, Chris Adams, KFI News. News brought to you by Duffy Power Services. A homeless man who allegedly robbed a bank in Loma Linda has been arrested, running away
I
from
had to
the
get
scene.
the loot.
San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says the man went into a Citibank yesterday, said he had a gun and demanded money. They say he ran away with the stolen money before police chased him down, caught him, and arrested. A woman has been shot and hurt in a car-to-car shooting on the 215 at San Bernardino. CHP says the woman was driving a black Honda in southbound lanes last night when a white car pulled up next to her and fired shots. No arrests. One person has been hurt in an explosion at a chemical plant in a suburb of
I think
Houston.
Joseph did some person may have worked for.
The explosion happened when liquid
We're
before I
petroleum
drop
gas was
anything,
being
wait for
transferred
the
from a
gang
tanker truck to a tank.
to get up to the roof.
Environmental specialists said the cloud of
Holy
black
shit.
smoke that rose up from the site blew
That's
away
like
quickly without posing a threat to surrounding neighborhoods.
Police say the man hurt in the explosion and
Yeah, this
suffered
ain't nothing,
burns,
no.
but his injuries
No,
are not
there's
life-threatening.
one purple.
County officials say
Gosh, you remember that?
did not detect any
That was sick.
New York City has a new logo, and New Yorkers hate it.
You
The
got it.
Heart NYC campaign from the 1970s is in
Yeah.
Heart NYC. There will be ads, the city cleanup drive, volunteer opportunities, an Earth Day celebration, an Instagram account, competition for music to play in subway stations, and a whole lot more that can be found on their website. The New Yorkers say it's corny and inexcusably bad. Creators say, go ahead and hate it, as long as you hate it together, as a community. Because, you know, we are NYC. Southland weather from KFI. Could see a few showers this evening before the skies clear overnight. Lows in the 30s and 40s. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the 50s to mid-60s. Sunny through the weekend with highs mostly in the 50s to mid-60s. 67.
The other one was better. It kind of just hit me.
We'll have another chance of rain Tuesday through Thursday. It's
But
55
it's hard
in
and
Anaheim,
why?
50 in Mission Viejo. Still got that cone zone in Carson on the 110.
In between Suburban Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway, you'll see the two right lanes shut down. They're set to reopen at 5 a.m. That's tomorrow morning. You'll see some traffic right now from about 223rd Street. And some traffic on the 101 south
They
side of
want to kill
Hollywood.
me so bad.
Same
I'm
issue
doing that.
works
I'm
on
about
there
to start
from
making
El
their
Camino
life
Real to about
infinitely more
15 meters
uncomfortable
road.
too.
The right lane
Your
goes off
grenade got
until
that stuff
7
in it.
a.m.
It's gonna
tomorrow
hate
morning.
that.
So watch as long as you approach.
Yoshi, look at this move. Are you gonna die?
How much
Yeah.
do you think your home is worth this year? Do you think it's going to be worth the same next year? If you're thinking about borrowing on your home equity, your odds of getting more out of your home is probably higher now than it will be next year. I certainly believe that. Some experts predict that property values might decline over the next few years, making it more challenging for borrowers to tap into that home equity. If you need $75,000 or more, HMS Capital can help you borrow the money you need.
Everybody needs a sniper.
So whether you want to consolidate debt, make home improvements, or whatever your situation may be, HMS Capital will have the best solution to help you. Credit report fees to apply. I've done 2 mortgages with HMS Capital. I believe they are simply the best of what they do. Call 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. Visit HMScapital.com.
Let's see.
Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my PA over the phone?
The hyenas are coming back. 1 more
Really?
Yes.
Who are you? Mike Diamond, the snow
We have to go down
Will you tell me how much time on my drain?
$99. Doesn't matter if it's a simple sink or a
If you
So
said
what do you
chef,
think about
I said chef, and they are now in the lobby. They've not seen me. Okay, that's off somebody.
If you own a small business and you got through COVID,
They're not
and you were
active.
able to retain 5 or more employees, you could be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. Do the math on that one. That's real money. So let me suggest getrefunds.com. You answer a few questions. Takes under 10 minutes.
You love
You'll
these
see
little
if your
drone
business
dudes.
qualifies for this tax refund. There's no charge up front. They
Oh,
don't get
wow.
paid until your business gets paid. And business during COVID, they are experts in the student loan payroll tax refund program. And they've already
Oh, I love finding those little loop
Nine.
guys.
$3 to businesses in my
20 goes,
business.
which is
Hell yeah.
30.
So to find out
There's
if
more
your business
Yeah, you know, like
qualifies for
the goblins, but
Oh, yeah.
click on the
like in
qualifying
Diablo games,
Go to
Yeah.
getrefunds.com.
when you kill them, they drop shitloads of stuff.
Want to sell your valuable coins, high-end jewelry, collectibles, or fine art?
There's them in this game.
Just thinking how poorly an idea they stole from
Hi, my name is Alex
Porch Light
Easton.
when
I'm
I
the
think
founder
the
of
first
This
game I
With
saw
this
was that.
ring is Alice Charity.
About 11 years ago, I realized that the ring on my finger could literally save an entire
There
village
we
in
go.
Africa. So I donated that ring, and now we have rings coming in to our organization.
I don't see them very often in April, but I'm always very pleased whenever I do.
Our ring donors send our rings directly to Potential Investment, and they give us more money for those rings than
I think
anyone
you're
else.
forgetting that I have grenades.
How is changing the world?
It helps us do what we do best, which is drilling and water wells in Liberia, Africa.
Tangible investment owner Sylvie Genova has become America's top dealer in coin,
Look at this.
jewelry, and fine art. Still guarantees you'll get
Did you see that?
Investment for all your best.
all now for a no obligation free professional appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800.
Join us to celebrate the songs and artists you've loved over the past year.
That was sick as fuck when you put your legs on the blankets and then you plug the thing in. Oh my god, it was some of the best I've ever seen.
And performances by iHeart Award recipient Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, LL Cool J, Etherman, Pat Benatar, Emil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
Watch us live and listen on iHeartRadio.
Monday night at 8 p.m.
Where language is learned. Or picoftheday.com. KFI AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all.
I don't know.
Kind of knowledge we went up. What happened to the world, okay? Knowledge is what got us here.
Alrighty.
Reading Tai Lopez books.
Knowledge might have got us here, but I still believe knowledge.
I have a classified assignment.
This evening and we'll follow into tomorrow. The drier weather is finally here, but more rain in the extended forecast for Southern California. And talking to Nikki, who is the self-professed weather girl. That's what she said.
I'm good.
What I said.
Oh, God.
Wait, no, I shot you. Shit.
Let's say if I came up to you,
Taking them out is at Julio Urias.
Oh my God, she just beat you.
Yeah, I know it's not walking through the thing. She's still out. And I know something.
Hell, you're still alive?
Probably
Yeah, she killed me.
that trade like that, you know, that someone up and sniff at the more than his women.
And it's 12:30. I'm gonna call in now.
I don't think they've been.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I do.
Message you and go out of their way.
Oh, no.
Well, it's probably playing with
Other pressure memory?
and maybe.
Get someone to
Okay, so question, when we get to business, it may be a little complicated, we're gonna put you on the spot. It's too personal. I'll start with you, Steph. Do you believe in alien life in the universe other than us? I kind of thought about that. I think for me, we don't know what's out there, so I don't know if it's aliens specifically, but I don't know how many other Earth, galaxies, and all that. So I think those things. Okay.
Oh.
Yes or no? What would it be?
You trying to get her revived, and I was like,
Yeah, one walk past the games was already down.
this girl screw it to odds.
And then they beat to death dead, and then left Ian to go. All the way.
They like to enjoy. I'm going to send it to her. Just make sure proper place to go to. And I recover my lost gas because they're
He is a believer.
He didn't even say goodnight back. Yes,
And you have to be a certain age to know what that means. I know this like
What's strong with the
what is planet Orc? There are no aliens.
But I will shoot this guy in the butt.
But the reason I ask that is because there is more and more credible studies which are being done. Like, for example, let me tell you about Avi Loeb, who's an astronomer at Harvard University.
I also got the two World Wars done.
Who's the director of the
Even though I didn't do nothing in them.
You gotta have that thing and carrying him somewhere.
To detect
That's what it's doing, you see.
of interest. And they released this draft, the physical constraints on unidentified aerial phenomena, basically UFOs that have now been called
Got Raider clippings. Head layer down.
Mark 7. Now, this is
There's a dog running. I know it's safe now.
That's why when you say UFO, it carries a certain level of baggage with the terminology as opposed to unidentified aerial phenomena. UFOs. It's not an official Pentagon document, but was carried out in partnership with the Department of Defense. Meaning, it's a serious document. May not be official, but it is serious. It has not been peer reviewed.
Not accepted.
Best known for his research in modern life.
I'm gonna stand right here in front of the doorway for the rest of the game.
Whether it was an actual asteroid or a celestial body or whether it's something that was sentient in
You're doing
nature.
that thing again. Makes me want to ask.
Well, it detected that it was accelerating away, and it seemed to have intelligent movement. Bobby Lux suggested that it was an alien spaceship, and which is the genesis for a lot of this research. Now, we also then considered the possibility that an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a spacecraft that releases small probes during its close passage to Earth. An operational construct that could just distinguish from NASA missions. You know, you saw the ship and then it's been
You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, it's trapped behind the box.
Anomalous phenomena. The government's proposed on UFOs, confined by known physics authors who
I got a large fall this. Oh god, it was.
exploration without being detected by astronomers, as they would likely be too small to reflect enough sunlight for survey telescopes to detect. Long story short is, there is observable evidence that quite possibly we are being monitored by superior extraterrestrial Well, I mean, it might all be something. Well, let's go back to a movie like Contact. I love that movie for many reasons, but it was an analogy given as like when we was in the suburban hill.
Session owner.
Oh, yeah. Analysis, maybe good to monitor, but not all that impressive. You know, because we're relatively young in our evolution. We haven't been around that long. We haven't done a whole hell of a lot. Honestly, 100 years ago, we were learning how to get off the ground and fly. So we haven't done a hell of a lot.
I stand up. No, I'm
my grandmother recipes. Oh my God! You know, your grandchildren. This is prior. This is, you know, some of the things that we take for granted. My great grandparents were like, with no, just indoor. Okay, right? My father was
Clan members join my team.
As a child, we had to re-dig where the outhouses were put in Lynchburg, Virginia. So I mean, we haven't come very far. The point I'm making is our concept of what life is probably also very basic in nature. When we think of humanoid, you know, 2 arms, 2 legs, we think of carbon-based life forms when life is exactly different from that concept. We're looking for something that's going to look kind of like us.
So the way that
Well, yeah, put it this way. If they
I'm
want
seeing
to turn
a
all the way to
disclaimer
us,
here. It
and
says
they're most
Upper
likely
Voyage
far more
Alabama.
superior to technology than we are.
That's why all the movies
Gee, in
are
Alabama.
alien. I'm like, there's no way that there's giant cockroaches who are smarter than us.
Well, it's possible.
No,
We actually have this friend in Birmingham. I should Yeah, but he's a black guy named Rob Thomas. He can't get a first name for that. I wasn't gonna say anything. You have to, though. It's necessary. He has katanas, okay? He's equal points so black and yet so fucking
If they are so advanced in interstellar
tried to follow on Facebook. I was gonna say last time you were telling me he was basically a fake permanent identity. He's just always there posting and complaining about having dates. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Are you just on Facebook all day? That's probably your problem.
Their shit are operated on a whole other level.
Don't touch grass, man.
Telepathy, they some type of recreational process. We're trying to get to the double here. We're trying to get to a commercial here.
I say this as a nerd that needs to touch grass.
Thank you, Jesus. KFIA is reporting like everywhere now. Our radio app. We'll talk to George Norrie. I'm going to do it all over again. We'll come back. Now to Amy King and the KFI 24-hour news.
Like, the group is doing 60,000, so they gotta spend some effort on this, trying to monetize them. I gotta be honest though, I did not expect, like,
transgender athletes from international
dude, it's 60,000. You're gonna get some schizzos, you're gonna get some Nazis, you're gonna get okay. Yep. And that's, boy, did Wolfies prepare me well.
A seventh grader
You're
from
about
the
to
Corona Norfolk
had a lot of
School
Olds.
District has won Riverside County's 45th spelling bee.
Oh, I'm finally on the main
Now
mission.
advances to the Scripps National Spelling
The
Bee,
final
May
main
28th
mission.
through June 3rd.
I will finally join you.
Got a chance of lingering showers this evening and clearing off some sunny skies tomorrow, 50s and 60s.
Oh, he's trying.
We've got another
Random streets of New York have made me an old man.
Two right lanes closed off until 5 tomorrow morning, so watch the delays currently been down the road. And another cone zone on the 5 and chop down that's in San Clemente in between El Camino Real and Cristianitos Road. Right lane closed off there until 7 in the morning tomorrow, so that's going to be a pretty busy ride right now from about Avenue 15 Presidio. And into the Cajon Lab 15 northbound. Just before Oakville, watch out for a stall car. Walking the middle lane, you'll see delays just north of the 138. KFI advertise help get you there faster. Based on the radar. This report is sponsored by Caltrans and
He's trying to buy more sand for his hourglass. I wasn't selling it either.
No place in their lives.
Land of the blind, the one-eyed man's king. I'm just going to bring next big books. Thank you. Amen.
Do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans.
It was like Baghdad with G-strings. Can you pull up the one where it's like, I realized I was in a video game. Numbers, statistics, blueprints, weapons, schematics, flying through my head. I was trapped in a low-budget John G-strings.
Seriously?
We keep coming back to the G-strings.
Just check the brakes.
I'll always come back after baseball that. Wish they had like kids spending $1 gigabillion on free. They're like, why don't we make our money back? Because nobody likes this game. Dummies. Cheapsake, you think. Hey, but they definitely are. The marketing on that, like that's the last game I remember being like extremely heavily marketed in like billboards and GameStops, Walmarts, and Xbox.
They keep marketing it as free whenever you buy GTA 5. What the fuck?
Yeah,
They'll never make any profit.
Our consultation is always free. Call Jacoby Myers today and let us help you navigate the legal process and get the justice you deserve. Jacoby Myers, justice for use in
I still like going to X-Planet again. Honestly, even that it, like, it did have a decent sort of Call of Duty-esque multiplayer. You like multiplayer? I thought it was chaos and hellish, but I could play it.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, chaos